What's up? What's up? It's the Arthur Moats Experience with Deke. I'm Arthur Moats, and that's my main man, Deke.
What's good, dude?
Man, you know I'm vibed out. The usual. It's a beautiful. What's today? Wednesday? It's a beautiful Wednesday, man. I was about to say Thursday because it felt like my Friday. Our Friday.
Yeah, last show of the week.
Last show of the week, ladies and gents. Last show of the week. Once again, no show tomorrow, but we will be back in the saddle on Monday like we normally are. But yes, man. So, I'm vibed out, baby. It's a great day, man.
I agree.
The typical, last minute shenanigans. Did you pack? Did you wash the clothes? All right. Did I make sure I got everybody's plane ticket booked in the right name? Got the hotel, transportation, all that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? So it's been good, man. It's been real good.
I can see how it could be stressful. Now, we're watching ESPN right now.
Yeah, man.
Did the person that types up these headlines mess up?
You see what I'm seeing, right?
Jets trading Elijah Moore and third-round pick to Browns.
Uh-huh.
And then below it says Browns receive second-round pick.
Yeah.
What? Are they trying to say Browns trade second-round pick?
I think they're saying the Browns are trading their second-round pick for Elijah Moore and a third.
That's what it seems.
But
Why
they
does it say
definitely
Browns
wrote
receive
it weird.
pick?
Yeah, they definitely
I'm sorry, that was
weird.
just bothering me.
Yeah, because it definitely makes it seem like they're sending is it a second or is it a third they're sending? And what's coming back to them? Yeah,
it sounds like the Browns are getting everything. It
Yeah.
sounds like they're getting a second, a third, and Elijah Moore for nothing.
I could definitely see that, man. Yeah, that was definitely confusing right there, man.
So what? They send a second? Okay, yeah, I guess that's a fair trade. Because they're getting a pick back.
Yeah.
You're getting the third rounder back,
Yeah.
and you're just hoping Elijah Moore could be better in your
Then
system
whatever
than
he
it
was
was with
gonna
the
draft.
Jets.
Yeah.
And
Elijah came in, was it second or third when he came in?
it was up there.
Yeah.
It was up there. And you got to think, McCole Hardman's going to the Jets.
Yeah,
Rodgers
1
is
year.
trying to get all of his guys there. And
Uh-huh.
I guess Elijah Moore, who was already a little disgruntled, just playing with Zach Wilson. He was
Yeah.
kind of pissed with his production there. Yeah, he's the odd man out.
It's like that sometimes, man. It is like that sometimes. That's going to be interesting, though, man. I see what they're building up over there. I want to hear Zach Wilson's energy, though, because remember, he did say whoever signs here, he's going to give him, just a crazy, crazy tough time, push him to the limit and all that good stuff.
You mean in terms of requesting a trade?
Or just trying to compete with him.
No.
That's my thing. I'm
No.
like, before it was Rodgers,
No.
it sounded good. It was like,
No.
okay, if you draft somebody,
No.
I'm going to push them. I'm going to do this. I'm like, all right, I like
No.
your energy.
You're riding the pine as long as Rodgers is there.
Okay. That was my thing. I was like,
And you're going to enjoy it.
I need to see how that part plays out. Does he just...
Yeah, you should actually be thanking God Rodgers is bailing you out.
Is he just, you the king now, you the master? Or is he going to, turn up one time like, nah, Rodgers, you seen my pro day throw? You ain't like that. You ain't got a pro day throw like mine. That's what I want to see.
No, he's riding the pine.
Or does he ask for a trade?
And actually, Rodgers, from what I know,
Uh-huh.
I've seen it a little bit online over the last couple of years.
Yeah.
Just based off Zach Wilson and Aaron Rodgers' interactions. I believe they did some joint training camps and stuff. Zach Wilson has always really looked up to Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
So I could see him
It's
being...
different.
He's not okay with it, but that's the one guy I don't think he's going to try to ruffle feathers. Unless he requests a trade. But I think he'll be fine.
I was wondering, does he request a trade?
Maybe if Rodgers comes back for a second season. I don't know about the first season. I think he could see himself, hey, I'm just going to be the backup here. This is like a recalibration season for me. It was rough for me last year. I could see that happening.
Yeah. I think that's just tough, man. You go from the face of the franchise, everybody's supposed to love you, you do what you want, and then within 2 years, you talking about changing your role to becoming the backup. That's tough. That is tough. But his play did warrant it. Yeah, but that's going to be tough, though, man. But I guess, yeah, depending on how he views Rodgers. But this is his career he's talking about, too. The longer he's sitting, the less money he's going to be able to make. That's the other dynamic. And he's already 2 years in, so he's going to be sitting the third year of his deal and potentially the fourth year. No team's picking up that fifth-year option.
Where's he going to start, though, this year?
No, I don't think you have to go somewhere to necessarily start. You want to go somewhere you're going to get the opportunity, though. Like you said, Rodgers on your roster, you're not getting an opportunity to start on Rodgers. But, if it was a rookie that was drafted, like say you're in Houston,
Go to Washington.
You know what I mean? Like somewhere
Commanders.
like that. Like I think you got a chance to just compete.
There's probably 2 or 3 teams, a few teams.
Yeah, I think that's what he just needs. Not necessarily you're gonna be the starter, because I don't think any team is just gonna say Zach Wilson, you're the starter.
No,
but I think if he got somewhere where he could compete, I think that's a better scenario than him just sitting behind Rodgers for the next year to 2 years, and then before you know it, you a free agent with not hot tape. That ain't good for you, man.
Let's say if he can only go somewhere and just be the backup. Like, those are his only options. Let's say he can go somewhere and compete, but they're going to, if he goes to Commanders, they're still going to give the edge to Sam Howell.
Okay.
And he ends up being a backup for the full season. The best place for him to be the backup is the Jets. Because
it's Rodgers.
Yeah, because they'll say, oh, he learned under Rodgers.
Yeah. They
Stock
definitely
up.
Would. They definitely would. We know that.
That's
For a
the
fact
case.
they would.
If you are going to be a backup somewhere,
Yeah.
just stay there. This is the place to be a backup, because all of a sudden your stock might go up a little bit in 2024.
I just think it's one of those leagues, though.
He might have a chance.
You
to,
gotta try.
If you go to a place with a shitty quarterback
Yeah.
situation, you might have a chance
You gotta try,
to get
bro.
some playing time in the middle of the season. Maybe.
I'm like, yo, Washington, Houston, Arizona.
Oh yeah, Arizona.
You see what I'm
Arizona
saying?
would be
Like,
really
yeah,
intriguing.
man. I'm like, it's some places where you could go there and your chances of seeing the field this season are way better than what you might be waiting on for the next 2 years, potentially behind Rodgers.
Who did Arizona pick up?
They signed.
Am I wrong in saying?
No, they signed somebody.
Was it Brissett? Or am I crazy on that?
I don't know. They definitely signed somebody though.
They signed someone.
they definitely signed
to be
somebody like the bridge gap
guy in between, before Kyler Murray gets healthy again. I can't remember who it was.
Yeah, they definitely got somebody though, man.
I'm gonna check real quick. But yeah, I guess we got a Browns trade with Elijah Moore there.
Yeah, man. So Elijah Moore going to Cleveland.
I ain't scared about that.
Yeah, we ain't
I'm not
tripping.
seeing anyone on their roster right now, actually. No, it's Kyler Murray, Colt McCoy, and David Blau.
Check it on Twitter though.
This happened recently?
I don't remember.
Okay.
I just thought it did.
All right, Cardinals.
Because I feel like it was around that time we saw Jimmy G signing with the Raiders and stuff like that. I feel like it was around that time. Could be
Wow.
right,
Wait. So I just went to Twitter. Remember how we were talking about, like, where would Kenny go in this draft?
though.
We don't have full context to this quote, but Mel Kiper says, if he were in this draft, I'd say he'd probably be just the 5th spot, solidly at 5 behind that top group. I don't know if he's talking about Kenny right now going in the draft or Kenny coming out of Pitt.
Yeah. I'm about to say those two very different things.
Wow.
Because that's the same conversation in terms of like how we looked at it, but it really depends on the context. Because we said Kenny out of Pitt versus this group. I think you had him at 4.
Yeah, I think he'd be
3, 4.
after. Wait. Between 3 and 4.
Yeah,
depending on what you're looking
where you
at.
looked at with because it was with Anthony Richardson, like him and Will Levis.
I
That's
think
what we were kind of like back and forth.
I think a
on.
lot of scouts would have Stroud and Young over him.
Yeah,
definitively, and then it's what you're looking for.
Right? Do you want? Because that's what we said. It was Malik Willis, but now it's Anthony Richardson, bigger prospect, more size and stuff like that. But the same conversation essentially. Which one do you want more?
I'm not seeing anything for Cardinals right now. I don't know if did anyone say anything in the chat?
Robert Bennett said Brissett is with the Commanders, so we do appreciate you on that one. So it's not him.
I'm an idiot.
Yeah, I thought they did pick up somebody, but I could be off.
Z Willie to the Cardinals though.
Yeah,
that could be a play.
It definitely could, man.
Not much pressure on you because they're gonna still view Kyler as their franchise because they paid him a ton of money. Yeah. But you could just go out there, sling it, put out some hot tape potentially.
Yeah. And you're going to at least have the first half of the season based on the style of player that Kyler is.
There's no expectations in Arizona this year.
0. Shoot, they done moved on from the coach. They trying to figure out are they going to keep Kyler or are they going to move on for him next. So, yeah.
That's why it would be interesting for the Cardinals because if Zach Wilson does come out there and ball out, it makes Murray a little bit more expendable. Although I don't know who's going to want to trade for his contract right now.
I feel like you could at least make a case because he's younger. I was like, Russ, him and Russ got bad deals. But at least with Kyler, he's younger, man.
True. And if you could somehow divvy it up a certain way where you're taking on some of it, maybe it could be intriguing for another squad.
Yeah. I like it, though, man. I like it. But shoot, man. We got to let the people know, bro.
What?
You finally got a chance to taste the Popeyes, bro.
Yeah.
Deke finally had a chance to taste that Louisiana Cajun, the Popeyes. What were your thoughts, man? What were your thoughts for the people, man?
So I was a little concerned going into it because whenever we arrived, I saw that they had chicken sandwich as their number one. I was like, you know what? That's what I'm going to get. I want to compare it to the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich.
Yeah.
And then I asked what all comes on it, which he said mayonnaise and
Pickles.
lettuce.
Yeah,
Pickles?
Mayonnaise, pickles. That's
So
it.
I don't like either of those things. And I asked, can I get some cheese? They don't have cheese. That's what I like on my Chick-fil-A sandwich.
But how did she say it to you, though? She just say we'll have cheese. She was like,
We don't even have that ingredient.
she's like, that's the other people. We don't even carry that ingredient.
Yeah. So I just got a plain Popeye's chicken sandwich. I was like, that's going to hit the spot. Also got mac and cheese, got mashed potatoes, gravy, biscuit.
Yeah.
I was pumped. So take the first couple bites of this Popeye sandwich. And you got to understand, Chick-fil-A is a damn good chicken sandwich. I mean, it's tops on my list right now.
It's elite tier, bro. Chick-fil-A is elite. Yeah.
I was like, all right, this Popeyes thing could be good.
Yeah.
There's just no way it's better than Chick-fil-A, though.
Yeah.
I got a blackened ranch sauce with it. I didn't even use the sauce for the first few bites. And I think I said to you, I'm taking Popeyes over Chick-fil-A.
Yo, that's, yeah.
And then, about halfway through the sandwich, I started using the blackened ranch. And the blackened ranch was unreal. It's damn good. So, I told you, I might need some time to think about this
right
more.
Now. He's in the moment right now, man. Yeah.
So, I was like, I need to be hungry and then start thinking about a chicken sandwich.
Yeah.
And then I need to see what I'm craving more between Popeyes and Chick-fil-A. So I did that today.
Yeah.
Little hungry, middle of the day. I'm like, I could go for a chicken sandwich. What do I want more? And yesterday, forgot about the Chick-fil-A sandwich as I was eating the Popeyes.
Yeah.
Forgot about it. I'm like, I just want Popeye. I'm taking Popeyes. But today, I was like, I could go for a Chick-fil-A sandwich with that cheese.
Okay.
Then I also said I could definitely go for that Popeyes again with that black ranch. So I might need to taste test them side by side,
bro. Yeah.
Either way, I know it's close, and right now I might be leaning Popeyes.
Yeah. Listen, man, I was just glad
phenomenal
that we had a reason to go to Popeyes, man. I love me some Popeyes. I love me some Chick-fil-A too, but they're different. It's just different. But that Popeyes, man, and like I said, you didn't even tap into the spicy just yet. You just had like their regular chicken sandwich, not the spicy chicken sandwich. The spicy chicken sandwich is god tier. It's filthy. But then I love when you get their actually spicy tenders too. That's what I had. Y'all know me. I had to get dip my thing in the mashed potatoes and the gravy, little biscuit right here. A little sweet heat. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. It's a vibe, bro. It is a vibe. And you like the size too, bro. It was dope though to see you like vibing out, talking to the food, man. I love, like, that's your thing. If y'all ever see Deke eat, if Deke really, really likes the food, he be talking to her like, yo, all right, okay, this is, okay, let me just, that's what this is, little ranch, this, I like this right here, you good. Like, dang, Deke, all right, talk to it. Make it feel sweet, make it feel special. But I like that though, man.
I think now I'm leaning Popeyes over Chick-fil-A.
I'm ready for us to have another taste test, man.
I need to have them side by side.
Yeah.
Would that help or make things? I don't know.
It could complicate it.
Does it make it messy?
It could complicate it.
'Cause your taste buds are feeling so many different things at one time.
It's,
I don't know.
Yeah, because that is multitasking. You know who could probably help you with that? Earl Thomas, man. He's used to multitasking like that, bro. 2 for the price of 1, man. So talk with him. He'll help you in terms of that balance of if I'm eating this sandwich and this sandwich, how do you not convolute it, I guess.
He does Chick-fil-A and Popeyes together a lot.
He do it a lot. Yeah, he's a mixer. I'm not a mixer. Are you? You might be a mixer. That could be your thing, man. Just be careful with it.
That blackened ranch was damn good.
Bro, you look like you like that blackened ranch. You made me want to try the blackened ranch.
You never had it.
I don't even like ranch, bro.
You never had it.
I'm not a ranch guy.
A little
I
spicy
don't like
ranch.
But the way you was looking at it, I was like, dang, should I dip mine? Like,
yeah, the mac and cheese was good too. I don't know. I could go back and forth between Chick-fil-A and Popeyes mac and cheese.
Yeah.
Popeyes obviously got the mashed potatoes and the gravy though. That was good. A little Cajun gravy.
Yeah.
Dip the biscuit in it a little bit.
Yeah.
It was good. No, I was thoroughly impressed.
I like it. I'm
Thoroughly
happy
impressed.
for you,
I didn't
man.
have like high expectations.
Yeah.
Just because I thought Chick-fil-A, I don't think any chicken sandwich is going to touch Chick-fil-A.
Fire. Chick-fil-A is fire, bro.
And then especially with them not adding the cheese.
Your face when she was like, we don't carry that. He was like,
really discouraged.
Oh, man. I'm like,
disappointed.
Dang, Deke, he done lowered the morale down here, man. Let's see how this plays out now. But it was just good to see you bring it. It's like, it's like, hey, to level back up, man.
We were talking about the drinks, though, too. Chick-fil-A has their specialty homemade lemonade and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
And you said
Popeyes
Popeyes
the
has
sweet tea, bro. The sweet tea
I tried
with
the tea. That was good.
Cane.
It was good. It's basically straight sugar.
Yes. Emphasis on sugar. It's just
good.
Yeah. It's super good, but yeah, you drink too much of that, you're gonna get diabetes. That's what it is at the end of the day. But yeah, man, yeah. The sweet tea versus the lemonade. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Chick-fil-A overall menu though has more options though. Whereas Popeyes, like I said, is strictly chicken. But I'm happy for you though, man. You gonna have me over here thinking about Popeyes all day today.
I definitely think
and Chick-fil-A.
I think the bun on Popeyes chicken sandwich is better for sure.
Oh.
What's holding me up from just giving Popeyes?
Is it the customer service? You didn't get them my place.
Nice.
She actually was nice. Shout out to the lady yesterday. She was nice.
Cause I think I'm taking the chicken on the chicken sandwich over Chick-fil-A's chicken.
Okay.
I need that cheese. I was robbed of the cheese. That's the problem. The Chick-fil-A sandwich comes with that cheese.
Can I bring my own cheese? Like I'm just put my own cheese on the sandwich, bro.
Yeah, I think cheese on the Popeyes one would be unreal. I think it'd be even next tier. Yeah, I think I do need to try them side by side though.
All right.
Give one more run. But right now, early rankings.
Yeah.
I do got Popeyes chicken sandwich one over Chick-fil-A.
All right. I like it. They say, "Are you?"
Because this is serious. I don't think this is something you just say, "Hey, I had it on one try."
Yeah.
Let me say this is the definitive one. Right now, it's one. I think I need some time with this.
Because Chick-fil-A has stood the test of time for a while, bro.
Yeah.
Chick-fil-A has they're proven. They're battle tested. But Popeyes, man. Popeyes a vibe, bro. It's definitely a vibe, man. So yeah, I like it though, bro. I like it. So
wait, let me before we get into this, I got a random fact.
I was about to say, if you ain't have a random fact, I had something I was going to ask you right on the spot too, bro.
Oh, can we do both?
Yeah, let's do them, man. You want me to go first?
Let me say the random fact because this is a shorter fact.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm secretly a Venezuelan.
Wait a minute. How does the quote start?
What?
I think I'm a Venezuelan?
Yeah.
That's how we starting out?
I might be secretly Venezuelan.
Hold on, Deke. I wasn't ready for this. I thought I was ready. I'm not. All right. Let me bring it together. All right, I'm back. You're Venezuelan. Let's hear it.
Being on time is rude in Venezuela.
Oh, yeah. You definitely Oh, my. Yeah.
So this is some cultural stuff right here.
Venezuelan, bro.
Chronically late people rejoice. While some cultures, such as Japanese, practice extreme punctuality, usually arriving an hour before the meeting time, Venezuelans consider anything less than 15 minutes late to be rude. For Venezuelans, arriving on the dot or even a few minutes before means you're too eager and greedy.
See, you're Venezuelan. I'm Japanese. It's the perfect. It's the yin to the yang, baby. Ain't that the truth? Yo, you are for a fact Venezuelan. You are for a fact Venezuelan.
I think I have some Venezuelan ties.
Man, you just need to say hola. That's your thing though, bro. You are definitely Venezuelan. I'm for certain Japanese.
Well, speaking of Japan, did you watch the baseball game last night?
Bro,
that was kind of cool.
Yeah, it was dope.
I wasn't watching it hardcore or anything. I was at a bar and it was on in the background. It was kind of cool.
Yeah, especially like when you talk
we
about
had a good run. USA. I thought we were gonna pull it out.
I mean, at least if we're gonna get beat by the best baseball player currently.
That's Tony.
That's how they talk about it.
Yeah, I can do it all.
Boy, play offense and defense. I said, oh, this is crazy. Yeah. I like it, though.
I want to hear your question, though.
But yeah, man. So I was researching. While I was researching, came across some information about your boy Seven. And the Niners. Last year. Reports are, And this is from
Ben
Ben
said it
Roethlisberger
himself.
mouth. This is what Ben
He said it
said.
himself.
Nobody else has said it. This is right from the horse's mouth. No Shefty, no Rapport. This is from Seven. Seven said that he was contacted by the Niners last year after Jimmy G went down. He said that he turned it down because he could not see himself doing it for anybody other than the black and gold.
Sounds about right.
So I need to know, Deke, if he would have went out there, man, how was you feeling, bro? Or first off, before we get there, how did you feel about the statement?
Not surprised.
Okay.
If you're a team like the Niners, you want to win championships, and a guy like Seven's available, you know who to call up.
Okay.
I don't blame the Niners at all.
Okay.
So now what? What's your next question?
Saying, bro, like,
how would I have felt?
Yeah.
Not good. Not good. It's just blasphemy. It's not right. The balance of the earth would have been off. I don't know. It just.
Would you have got the jersey?
No.
You wouldn't have got a 7. Would he wear 7 out there?
I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
he would
just
have
saying,
had to.
friend.
No.
I don't know. Yeah.
I would not have.
You would have got his jersey out there, bro.
No.
That's crazy.
No.
Would you have been supporting him at least?
Yeah, I would have been supporting him. I mean, I feel like he would have balled out.
Would you have had a Niners hat on? Instead
No,
of a Steelers
it's
hat?
no,
Okay.
none of that, none of
Okay.
that. I think it's just, yeah, I'd want him to do well, for him to prove all the haters and the fake fans wrong that thought he was washed.
Okay.
But I'm still rooting for the Steelers. I want the Steelers to win a championship. If it would have been Steelers Niners in the Super Bowl.
That's what I'm trying to hear.
It's Steelers.
Yeah.
It's Steelers.
Would you have wanted him to play bad too?
No, I mean I wouldn't have mind him throwing for some decent yards here and there, but we win. We end up winning.
It'd have been like a real life fantasy football dilemma for you, man. 7 chance to go get him a Super Bowl. He cooking to MVP style, and we like, nah, man, we got to win though.
Gotta win.
Yeah.
So yeah, even if you would have told me like, hey,
Yeah.
7 plays bad in the Super Bowl, but we
Uh-huh.
still win, I would have said, yeah, I want that to happen.
Okay.
I want us to win.
Okay. Respect.
People don't believe me. They don't believe I'm a
definitely
Steeler guy
didn't believe
first,
you, bro.
but
I thought you was 7 first, then Steelers.
no,
But
it's
that's-
both. It's both, but it's still Steelers. Because I actually did a big Deke news on this today,
Okay.
and one of my big points was like, no one actually wanted to see this happen.
I agree. No, I don't wanna
Because
see
one
that,
side
man.
of it are people like me,
Yeah.
Big Ben Truth, are just like,
Mm.
no, we don't want to see 7 in another uniform.
Yeah.
The other side of it is the fake fans.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't want to see that either because Big Ben in that 49ers offense
Uh-oh.
with Kyle Shanahan,
Uh-oh.
McCaffrey, Kittle, all those.
Hey
like,
now.
he would have been cooking if we're being real. And so
Yeah.
Ben would have proved all those people wrong. And just their takes wrong for trying to run him out of the city and saying he's Washington. He would have cooked. Like I'm being real.
Okay.
So like no one wanted to see that. Both sides of the spectrum there.
I
for
like
Steeler
it.
fans.
I like it.
But yeah, I mean, if it would have happened, so let me put it to you this way. If for whatever reason this happened in this alternate universe,
Cause it was close. It had legs. Man.
and everything remains the same teams make the playoffs and everything,
Mm-hmm.
then yeah, I think 7 gets his third. But if for whatever reason this move
Because it's
does
gonna,
something
it's gonna
weird,
alter,
yeah, who knows how it
Yeah.
alters things a little bit.
alter something,
The
bro.
standings, the records of teams and whatnot,
Yeah.
and the Steelers somehow make the playoffs. I got us. I got us
Okay.
going on a run. We were getting hot.
Facts.
So maybe we do meet the 49ers in the Super Bowl in this
Okay.
alternate universe. But
Okay.
I got the Steelers.
I like it.
It would have been, it would have been very painful though.
Yeah, I just had to ask him. When I saw it, I was like, yo, 7 said this. There's no rumor. This is no report for anyone else. This is from him. I like it.
Again, I don't blame the Niners for gauging interest in 7. And I don't blame 7 too for saying like, yeah, I was, wouldn't mind coming out here proving some of those people wrong and showing I still got it.
Yeah.
Don't blame him for thinking that. But when it came down to it, you heard him.
Yeah.
Couldn't be in any other jersey. Even if I would have won a Super Bowl, he was like, I think we would have had a good chance.
Mm-hmm.
He's just like, it's not the same.
Yeah.
Not the same if it's not in Pittsburgh.
Yeah, for me,
That's loyalty.
I would have liked to have seen it if they would have came to him earlier in the year. versus it being middle to the back end of the season. When it's early in the year, he still got that itch. He hasn't been podcast. Like, would he still felt like that when it's still a little bit fresher? But I like it though, man. Shout out to 7, man. Shout out to 7, bro. So I like it, man. So, with that being said, let's start the show how we always start the show, baby. Let us know where you're tuning in from in the comment section. We'll give you those big boy shout outs to start today's show. And hit that like button on the front end of this thing. Yeah.
All right. We got Finn Murphy saying from the 707 Humboldt County, California.
Okay. Shout out to Humboldt.
What's up,
Let's go.
Deke?
Where's happening?
Tevin Dewitt, the 801, Ogden, Utah.
Okay, shout out to Ogden.
Mike Hood says Deke did the DNA test on Venezuela.
No, you definitely Venezuela, bro. I love that. My dog.
Matthew 55, 412, baby. Brentwood, PA.
Brentwood.
Adam Eccles, 706, Athens, Georgia.
Let's go. Shout out to Athens.
Brandon Clark, 540, Roanoke, Virginia. Super Bowl 7 coming next year.
I need it.
Maxo from the 402, tuning in from Omaha, Nebraska. Shout out Deke and Moats.
Love that.
Dede Smalls from the 352, David Dupree.
Let's go, Dede Smalls.
Hunter 95, the 610, Bethlehem, PA. Rilla 92, 817, Arlington, Texas.
Let's get it.
Litzberg 7, the 304, Dub V.
Shout out.
I'm not reading the rest of what he has to say. David Soto from Chicago. Bro Barian, 757, Chesapeake, Virginia.
The Carib.
Just Learning, 575, Taos, New Mexico.
Like it.
Bart Basquiato, 805, Thousand Oaks,
Shout
California.
out to Bart.
757, Ryan O'Connell, tuning in from Virginia Beach.
The
Via
Crib.
412, Coriopolis.
Ooh, okay. Shout out to Coriopolis. That's that way. Right? Yeah, that way.
You got anything you want to say?
Heck yeah, man. Let me tap in real quick, man. I got Tony Carlson tuning in from the 420 Olympus Mons. Then after that, we have Koalas tuning in from Moon Township, PA. Sean Wall, the 413, Steel, Massachusetts. Then Andre Anderson, the 918, Baby Jinx, Oklahoma. TC Kroom, the 937, Dayton, Ohio. Then after that, let me see. Daniel Orango, tuning in from the 304, West Virginia. Shout out to Noam, the 613, Ottawa, Canada. And he says hashtag Moats the 40K. Yeah, we're going to get there, man. We're going to get there. And we appreciate you too from the heart. Then after that, man, Jamel Hopkins, the 518, Albany, New York. Shout out to all my New Yorkers out there. Jonathan McDormand, the 919, Bull City. And then I'm going to go ahead and end it with Big Maybe. And they tuning in from the 918, T-Town, Tulsa, Oklahoma. You love to see it. You love to see it. Oh, and we got some upper rooms that are joined in on the front end. So let me get them real quick as well. All right. So it looks like we have Richard Stone, Joseph Jacobs, Tyron, DeLorean Waters, GRM Daff. Welcome to the upper room. Yes, indeed. And we greatly appreciate your support. Welcome to the family.
Start off with these supers.
Yeah, let's tap in.
Our Barley 18, in no order. Stroud, Young, Levis, Richardson, and a healthy Hendon Hooker. All more interesting prospects than Pickett coming out, in my honest opinion. Hashtag Big Ten starts by week 8. Huh?
Okay.
What's that mean?
Who's the Big Ten quarterback? CJ Stroud. Say he starts by week 8.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell he said.
Yeah. In terms of being more interesting, that's cool. Malik Willis was a very interesting prospect as well, man. Nothing wrong with being interesting. Nothing wrong with being boring. I like boring as long as it is what? NFL ready. It's consistent and it produces. Kenny produces. He's consistent. So yeah, he could have the most boring storyline he want. That don't bother me or any of the other prospects, man. Yeah, that just, yeah. Zach Wilson got a crazy storyline too. He had a crazy storyline who's coming out. Yeah.
I mean, I could see why people would say Levis or Richardson. Hooker, though, come on.
Like,
Come
good.
on. He was good, but no, Pickett, he almost won the Heisman.
Yeah, but he's not saying that they're better. He just said that they're more interesting.
More interesting prospects.
Yeah, think about Anthony Richardson. He's very interesting because he has boom or bust. Now, that's a lot of interesting. They said with Levis, it's like, yo, you Jack, you big buff. Can you throw? Or are you just Brady Quinn? Like, yeah. Hey, man, shout out to the interesting, though.
Just felt like Pickett
Ain't nothing
was
wrong with that.
the better quarterback than Hooker, though, coming out.
But that's more of a boring thing, though.
Better passer.
Yeah.
Still mobile, too. Because that's the case for Hooker.
Yeah.
Like, has some ability.
Right, but he said interesting. He didn't say who's better or not, just the interesting part. Those are cool, but everybody could throw. Like, he wants to see the unicorns. Those are like more unicorny. But
That's my point, though. I don't think
boom or bust with it,
Hooker's
though,
more
man.
of a unicorn than Pickett, though.
Oh, I see what you mean, like him specifically.
Like, I don't
yeah.
think he necessarily has more upside
Yeah.
than Pickett, and I just thought Pickett was better in college.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm interested as to why he. I know it's our Barley.
Yeah.
He's a little bit more on the Pickett hater squad. I'm just interested why he threw
It has
Hooker in
him
there.
in
I
there.
can understand
The rest of
why
them, though? Yeah.
people would have Levis or Richardson as more upside or have that ceiling or that unicorn potential over Pickett. I can understand that. Hooker just out of nowhere, just being tossed in there. Although I did see I saw a mock recently. They got him going in the first round of the Vikings. I forget who it was. I think it was someone reputable too. Like doing it on ESPN. It might have been Kuiper. Someone on ESPN or some type of website. 23.
Oh, I like that one.
Coming off the ACL.
like that one.
Q. Deke just got baptized by Popeyes.
Hey, he needed it, man. I'm proud of him. It's a rite of passage, bro. It's a rite of passage. They say all you need now is like a black and mild and you good, bro. Hey.
Is that the formula?
Hey, man. It's Popeyes, bro.
Popeyes was
It's
black
Popeyes,
and
bro.
mild?
Hey, man.
I could see it. I could see that. Drink some of that sweet tea and then go outside, have a little black and mild. I really could see that. Steeler Nation on fire. Ray Rice to the XFL. Is that for real?
I don't know.
Is he predicting it?
I
Let
was
me
about
see.
to say Ray been out for a minute, man. I hope Ray.
If I type in Ray Rice XFL, it should be the first thing to pop up.
Heck yeah.
No, I'm getting articles from 2014. LeVar Dawson. I'd be mad as hell if Ben would have went there and tied us in rings at San Fran.
It's a lot. There has been a lot over there that could. Yeah. Ooh.
Yeah.
It would have been very, very interesting.
I would have been happy for Ben. Unhappy in general, though.
Yes.
Very unhappy.
Like, glad that you did well, but dang, why'd you have to do that per se?
I would have been probably most pissed at the organization. I would have been coming in here guns blazing after the Super Bowl at the fake fans and the Steelers organization, Kevin Colbert.
I don't feel like we would ever not see you on social. I feel like it would just be around the clock revolving, just hot. Like, yo, this person's getting bashed.
Yeah,
up.
I think
now
I would.
Now is this person getting?
Yeah,
the
I think
video
I'd be
rant.
saying that for until I die. Pretty
Yes,
much. Like,
yes.
oh, remember when we ran Ben out of town and then he went over to San Fran and won a Super Bowl?
Yeah,
I would be.
like
yeah,
it would be never ended, bro.
I'd be screaming that till the cows come up, whatever the phrasing is you want to
Yeah.
use. But yeah, I think that would be brought up very consistently. I would be very pissed. Steeler Nation on fire. Moats our boy, and I'm probably the only one that has the right to say that
Oh yeah, you die hard, bro.
because everyone else jumped off.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
die hard.
Steeler Nation on fire. Moats our boy Dobbs going back to Cleveland.
Yeah, I did see that, man. $2 million fully guaranteed. I did like that for him. Like the situation for him. In terms of his style of play, he fits what they're trying to do or what they're going to be doing. Obviously, we know Deshaun Watson is over there. But with that, man, you're one play away. And nothing wrong with that, man. And nothing wrong with having some guaranteed money in your pocket as well, going back to a place he's familiar with. So, yeah, man, shout out to Dobbs, man. He can get all the preseason reps. He definitely going to do that. So, yeah.
Steeler Nation on fire. Dree Archer should take a shot in the XFL.
I don't think Dree just stopped wanting to play football. Like, that was his thing. He could have played. He could have been in the NFL. Was it the Bills? They had one of them. They had signed him. He just never reported. That was the whole thing. Yeah, I don't think for Dree it's ever like a skill thing. I just think it's just a desire. Unless he got new reports that he has new desire for football. Yeah, that's the only thing. Otherwise, Dree, yeah.
He's getting up there in age.
Yeah, Dree, yeah. trying to think. That was 14. Yeah. So that's 9 years now.
Right.
Long time, man.
R. Barley 18, I seen Hooker make NFL throws on tape in college, pocket poise,
Mm-hmm.
and I didn't see as much from Pickett. Bigger arm than Pickett and same kind of story met till super senior year, but Hooker did it against better competition in the SEC.
Well, I mean, that is his opinion in terms of Hooker making more NFL throws than Kenny making more NFL throws. The beauty is this, though, man. We've already got 1 year of seeing Kenny do it at the NFL level. Whereas with, Hooker, it's more so speculation until we get to this upcoming season, man. But, I hope it works out for young Hooker over here, man. I definitely do. But, yeah,
I think he's just talking about them in college.
Yeah.
But I just still feel like Pickett was better than Hooker. Literally was third in the Heisman finalist rate. I know Hooker did get hurt.
Yeah.
I know he was going to be probably talked about in the Heisman.
Really well. He was.
But Pickett, in my opinion, it was either him or Bryce Young. I don't know how the hell Aiden Hutchinson snuck in to get the second spot, but it was between Pickett and Bryce Young for the Heisman. And Bryce Young got it. I think there was a case for Pickett, but he was really good senior year. That was Pitt's best year in literally like 40 seasons.
Like, to me, the strong case that Arbery's making for Hooker would be as if he did finish out the whole season and did go on to do the Heisman, either winning it or being a finalist or something like that, having a crazy bowl game performance on top of it. We never got a chance to see it grow into that. Was it cooking? Yes. But how many times have we talked about, like, anybody could do it for a couple of weeks. You want to see, can you do it for the full duration and in the back end of the season when the pressure's on? When you're trying to get into the college football playoffs or win your conference championship, you're trying to prove that you're the best player out here when everybody knows who you are and stuff like that. So I just think that was the only thing with Herndon that we didn't get a chance to truly see because of him getting hurt when he did. Because he was definitely having a lot of momentum on his side. But to act like that was a guarantee that it was going to keep doing that and getting better and growing, we don't know that just yet. But we did see Kenny at the collegiate level do that. So that's the only area. That's why, like I said, I lean a little Pickett that way versus Hooker for those two.
AJ Martinez says, Master, thanks for the well wishes on the R1.
Hey, no, salute you, man. Let's go, man.
He also says, I had to ride home in the snow. LOL.
Yo, that's the motorcycle, remember? Yeah.
Okay, that's what he's talking about. Oh, wow.
Yeah. I was like, you on a bike
in
the snow? That's, yay.
It was cold over the weekend. Maybe it was cold across the country.
That's scary.
Yeah, because it was like 30 degrees here in Pittsburgh. 20 on the wind chill.
Yeah.
Stephon Griffin, what are the chances we draft Addison over a DB or O-lineman?
Because we've talked about if we make another move where we would get that left tackle situated or at least have a competition person for Dan Moore, that could be the, basis of it. But do you think he's there at 32? Because if he's there at 32, I think you can still get him at 32. But if he's not there at 32, then now you're talking about taking him at 17.
I don't think he'll be there at 32.
Yeah.
I feel like, you're going to have to take him at 17 to make sure you get him if you really want him.
Because I feel like he goes mid-20s. That's what I think.
Yeah, that's the question. Is he there at 17?
Yeah.
I think he will be there at 17.
Yeah, I think he's there at 17.
I think we're going to have some options at 17.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be like a Broderick Jones, Addison, Joey Porter Jr.
Yup.
We're going to have options. Would be crazy.
That's a heck of a combo right there. That's the names you just named right there. I'm over here like, dang, all of them available right now. Who are we picking? That's tough. Not for you.
Yeah, I'd probably, man. We could trade back up in the first round, right? If we pass on Addison, we take Broderick or JP. Trade back up.
But where does he go in the 20s, though?
How do you do in his pro day? I heard we didn't send the big guns out. I think we had someone out there.
We sent the B team?
Yeah.
Okay.
Some people are saying, oh, that's a sign we're not going to draft him.
Or maybe we already know him really well, though.
That's what I'm thinking. And it's West Coast. I feel
Yeah.
like Tomlin and Connor trying to like kind of stay in this Midwest.
Yeah.
Might be a waste of travel for them to do all that.
Yeah.
You're right.
Like,
they know Addison.
no, like, I think of the Kenny Pickett scenario where it wasn't a lot of chatter going back and forth, but it was because they knew him already from him just being next door. Jordan only been gone for a year. Yes, he's a USC Trojan, but we still are familiar with that USC guy. Yeah.
I'm sure Pickett has been telling enough about him too. I don't know what we're gonna do. Omar Khan's been surprising me this whole offseason anyway. I mean, we'll probably take a guard at this rate.
You know what?
We'll take Osiris Torrance.
It would not surprise me either, man. It would not surprise me. I mean, this is perfect, though, man, because you brought up a guard. I don't even know what made you bring up guard. But when I think of these Steelers combine meetings, which is the first topic, there are a good amount of guards up there, man. So, because I feel like that was our last super, if I remember correctly, right? I think it was.
That was the last one.
Yes.
Yep. Well, we got one that just came in right here.
Okay. Yeah, we can react to that real quick.
This one is for you. Joe Gerbis, any thoughts on Tank Davis versus King Garcia fight coming up?
I love Garcia's speed. I love the jab and stuff like that, the footwork. I think Tank's power is the scary part. If Garcia can stay clean for the whole time, I think Garcia wins. The problem is Tank just got to connect once. So Tank gonna connect. I'm gonna go with Tank until I see him not connect that one time. But yeah, that's how I'm feeling with it, man. But you let me know how you vibing with it. And I do like how they going back and forth. Hey, man, he talking about I got to weigh this and I can only eat this. Well, you shouldn't have signed that. The bickering. It's beautiful, though, man. I love it. I love it.
Well, we got some more super chats that literally just rolled in. Pretty hot.
Alrighty.
We want to
Let's
go
do
through
it.
them?
Let's do it.
Well, he had a second part to his comment and said, have y'all seen the wide receiver cat out of Tennessee? Any comparison to Addison or Tay Johnson? I think he's talking about Hyatt. Yeah, he looks pretty good. I think he's, if we take him, he's one of those guys.
Yeah.
Oh, Steelers' third round receiver pick.
Yeah.
He's going to end up doing good just because the Steelers took him. I'm being serious.
Still Steelers more. Hey, man, just get into the program. That's all you need. Just get to the program.
Yeah, he looks good.
Yeah.
He would be a good depth receiver to pick, I think.
Nah, I like him. He's straight.
R. Barley 18. Yinzer's cracking me up. Want DJ gone, but want to take Addison at 17 or 32. And dude is discounting DJ.
Yes.
Smaller, not as fast, not as quick, and not as explosive. Still have them drop issues. Nah, I don't know about that. LOL.
I don't know about the drops, but they are the same player to me, man. But the difference is this: one is 18 mil, one would be rookie contract. So yeah,
One won the Bolitnikoff in college.
I mean the cost stuff is cool. Deontay's a Pro Bowler, man. That's all. Like DJ stamp. DJ is a dope player, but in terms of the drop issues with the 18 mil, Jordan Addison cheaper, not gonna drop it as much. Maybe isn't as quick in terms of getting in and out of the breaks. I do like him a little bit more on the long ball, though. I think he's a little bit better there. And he catches better in terms of just the consistency of it. But the big thing is, one is going to probably cost 18 mil over 4 years with a 5th-year option, whereas the other guy is 18 per year. And what's the big trade-off between the two? If Deontay we're saying is a 8 or a 9, then we're saying Addison's what, a 7? They're not that far off right now, just based on, the tape that we've seen from Jordan and based on the good that we've seen from Deontay, but also some of that negativity that we've seen from him as well.
Yeah, and that's why I bring up Bolitnikoff. Him coming out, he's going to be a first-round pick, whereas Deontay, a third-round pick. Deontay obviously is more proven, but, yeah, you're getting Addison, who we're saying right now might not even be that far off from Deontay. And he's going to have this extra time to develop. Coming
cheaper,
in
man.
as, one of these top prospects.
Definitely cheaper.
But no, I am fine with keeping Deontay though too. Jonathan McDormand, you guys should reach out to Popeyes about an endorsement. Noodles were on the menu tonight, but not anymore after that story. Chicken sandwiches are inbound.
Shout out to the chicken sandwiches, man. When you said
We
noodles,
just persuaded someone to get a chicken sandwich.
hey, look,
from
you
Popeyes.
said noodles. I had started thinking about Pickens. He posted that picture with the day going oodles and noodles with a spoon in the joint. I said, hey, yo, you savage as heck, bruh. Like, I don't eat my noodles with no spoon. I need a fork in my thing, man. But that's had me thinking of that, man. But shout out to the chicken though, baby. Let's get it.
That's the. Didn't he say it was his pregame meal or something?
Oh
He eats
yeah,
that before
yeah.
every game.
Seriously, man, yeah. But it was just crazy. I'm looking at the pictures. I'm like, okay, I see the drip. I see the okay, look good, fancy. Oh, bro, is them noodles with the spoon, bro? What?
AJ Martinez.
Yeah.
Blessings to the master and the wanted one, Mr. Deke. Wanted by all the ladies. Let's go, Deke.
Let's go.
If only that were true.
Man, you know you the Mac Daddy. Chill out, man. All righty. The Deke Diggler. Mac Daddy Deke. Taco Meat Deke. Y'all know how he live out here in these streets. But we did want to catch back up, man, on some of these Steelers combine meetings. Man, because we talked about it, man. Combine meetings, pro day appearances. If you get them on both lists in terms of the Steelers with these players, then usually that's giving you a good indicator that these players are seriously on the Steelers watch list. So with that, in terms of the offensive lineman that the Steelers met with at the combine, go down the list. Andrew Voorhees out of USC, Dalton Wagner out of Arkansas, Carter Warren out of Pitt, Tyler Steen out of Bama, Joe Tippmann out of Wisconsin, Peter Skoronski, Northwestern, Waya Morris out of Oklahoma, Jordan McFadden out of Clemson, I'm going to butcher it, Watimi out of Michigan. They met with him as well. Brett Lang out of Minnesota, Duluth, Ricky Stromberg out of Arkansas. Heard this name before. Broderick Jones, Georgia. Paris Johnson out of Ohio State. They also met with Henry Benavalu out of Washington, TJ Bass from Oregon, Ryan Hayes out of Michigan, another name we're familiar with, Anton Harrison, Oklahoma, Jake Andrews out of Troy, Nick Broker out of Ole Miss, John Ojukwu out of Boise State, and Blake Freeland out of BYU, or the players that they had met with. So with that, man, good mix though in terms of guards and tackles, obviously. Some of the guys that stood out though it was good to see that they did meet with the big guys that we've been talking about, man, where there's Skoronski, Johnson, Broderick, and Anton. We know that one of them dudes out the mix is going to be in play for us at 17 or 32. So it's first off good to know that we're on those dudes' radars. But going back and looking at some of the other players that they had talked to, some guys that stood out to me a little bit, man, just as potential options, man, or just interesting pieces, whether we're talking about bringing them in early to potentially push Dotson about, or if you're looking for something mid-tier or late round to kind of come in here and back up, not Dotson, to back up Dan Moore, excuse me on that one. But we obviously have some guards too. I don't think we're going to still be rocking with guards based on the signings that we've made, but we could talk about them if y'all want to. But first one that had came up though, man, was Blake Freeland, left tackle out of BYU. Plays some right, man, but he's mainly a left. I thought he had really good size, athleticism in terms of time of the snap count, all that type of stuff. Thought he bend and he would drop his levels pretty well in the run game. The thing that kind of stands out though is in the pass sets, he's one of those guys that does give up the inside rush. Because of him being so athletic, he's one of those dudes, he jumping out there. He trying to take away your speed, get up on you quick. And that is why he does get beat a good amount in terms of the oversets. Can play a little bit high at times. And I think just in terms of his redirection, doesn't do that the best. But he's one of those guys that potentially you bring in here to, I think you compete with Dan Moore, but I ultimately think Dan Moore still would beat him out. Right. But I did like what I was seeing, some of the stuff in terms of just like what he was doing at the Senior Bowl as well, man. To just, like I said, man, breed another body, because right now when we're talking about our roster at left tackle and even right tackle, we don't really have any depth right now, you know? So, have me looking at them type of dudes, man.
Yeah, maybe he's a guy you like if you want to pass on your first few picks on offensive lineman or offensive tackle. He's a guy you take. Some have him going second, yeah, potentially third. Third would probably be the best.
If you get
value.
him in the third, you love it. Like I think you would love him in the third, but he's got that second, third round type thing on him. The other dude that I really liked, left tackle as well, was it Jalen Duncan out of Maryland? I like him a lot, man. I think he has excellent size and athleticism. You watch his footwork, though, man. Like, his feet, constant movement, really good base, strong hands when you talk about how he plays. Really strong puncher, too. I think he handles the speed rush well. I love how hard he plays, though. That's the other thing, man. When you watch his effort, he's one of those guys, he's trying to finish you over the pile. He's trying to run downfield, get a block and stuff like that. Pad level in the run game was good, too, especially with him being a little bit taller. The thing that was a little bit interesting when I watched him, though, you would think with his size and the strength that he plays with that he would do a lot better versus bull rush. But that was something that I did see him kind of has some issues with, which is a little bit surprising. But to me, man, he reminded me of like Chooks, just at like left tackle, though. Like not Chooks when he was our left tackle, because Chooks at our left tackle was a little bit up and down, but Chooks at right tackle, we like him a lot. That's kind of the vibe I was getting when I was looking at Jalen. Like just how he moves, his frame gives me a lot of those vibes. So once again, when you're talking about potentially bringing something in to push Dan Moore, I look at a guy like that who, if I remember correctly, he was rated higher last season than he was this season. Kind of dropped down a little bit in terms of like falling out of the like the top tier dudes and stuff like that. But to me, he's still one of those dudes that I think you could get second, third, potentially, and come in here and push Dan Moore as well, man.
The Marvin Leal of the offensive tackles, maybe.
No, seriously, yeah. Yeah.
Got the Maryland connection you always got to consider.
Oh, man.
That's why we might be overlooking Deontay Banks a little bit in that cornerback room.
You're absolutely right. How did I forget the Maryland connection? I forgot all about the Maryland connection. You know, we should probably be talking about Jalen Duncan a lot more, man. He does have a Maryland connect. I bet Coach T was at his pro day. I bet he was there. But no, those two dudes in terms of the tackles, man, I liked some of the centers that they had up here. Just like I said, man, we were talking. This is obviously before we brought in the two dudes that we brought in. So we're not going to worry about, like I said, the guards per se. But in terms of center options, man, just as pieces to either come in here and compete with Mason or give him a little bit of depth options, man. Joe Tippmann out of Wisconsin, I liked him a lot. Really good size, really fundamentally sound too. When you talk Tippmann, definitely is a center, but I think he has guard potential as well. So when you talk about that versatility, getting one guy that could play three spots, essentially, that is Joe. Anytime he's getting contact too, man, he's one of those dudes that he keeps his feet moving and wins the grass in the run game. Angles versus the bull rush, do all the little things that you want. I think that the knock to me when I was watching him, I just think that he's just an average athlete, though. Like, you know, we have, like, you seen your Marquise Pouncey's. You know, you've seen Tyler Linderbaum. Certain dudes where it's like, yo, this dude moves really well, and he has the strength to go with it. For Joe, I think he moves decent. I just don't think he's one of those elite tier athletes out there, but definitely a good player. And the dude that I also liked a lot, man, in that interior part was Ricky Stromberg out of Arkansas, man. The little center out there. Athletic as well, man. With him, another one of those dudes, man, could play guard, could play center. Flexibility with that, man. Really good technique. Love his active hands, too, man. In terms of just quality dudes, middle round element of it, man, to just keep where we going with this thing, man. Building up these trenches, man. Those are some of them dudes, man, that I think from the guys that we met with at the combine, O-line wise, to just keep an eye on, man, to potentially be, you know, looking out.
Yeah, I think Stromberg's a dude you take late, hopefully, yeah, probably like 7th round or something like that.
Yeah.
And he's your new J.C. Hassenauer. Probably not your franchise center, just the guy to keep around, though. But Tippmann could be a dude that you keep behind Mason Cole if you were to draft him. I mean, it's tough because I don't really want to be drafting center early, and he might go in like the 2nd or 3rd round.
Yeah.
But you'd have him sitting behind Mason Cole for this year.
Yeah.
And once Cole's contract runs out, maybe you have Tippmann take over.
Yeah.
So you don't have to like
Mason
overpay for Cole or anything to come back. Yeah.
Mason, this is to be the last year of his, man. But yeah, to me, man, Stromberg from Arkansas, I like him. Tippmann, I definitely like more. But those are the type of options, though. It's like, one, you can get a little bit earlier, still not 1st round. Maybe it goes to the 3rd, maybe. But at least you have that type of option. Or like we talked about with Ricky as well, man.
So what's interesting to me, because we're doing some of these more, or yeah, it's just naturally because these pro days are popping up.
Yeah.
And we're doing more of our meetings there and sending guys out. So we sent our main guys, I think it was yesterday, to Ohio State.
Yeah.
And they got two, DeJuan Jones and then Paris Johnson Jr. And then we went down to Georgia with our main guys, Broderick Jones, and you can talk about Jalen Carter and everything. But if we're just focused on
even
offensive
Keely
line,
Ringo's down there. Stuff
sure,
like that too.
right,
Yeah.
sure. The one thing I'm interested in, and this was brought up whenever we were talking about Jordan Addison, how our main guys aren't out at USC for his pro day. We didn't have our main guys at Northwestern for Skoronski.
Mm-hmm.
We had Pat Meyer. Is it a sign?
You said we didn't have the main guys, but we had the coach.
The O-line coach.
Isn't he the main guy?
No, but I'm talking like Tomlin Kahn.
Oh,
That's what
I
people are
guess in that
talking about.
sense.
People are
Gotcha.
connecting like, hey, it's a good sign for us to draft him if they're actually
if they're
at
there.
the pro day
Yeah.
spot.
Because they want to see him.
Plus
they wanna get eyes
actually
on him.
meeting them at the combine and
But
stuff.
Skoronski was a combine guy.
Formal meeting with him.
Yeah.
Correct.
Skoronski was a combine guy, and Skoronski worked out at the combine too, if I remember right. Did drill work. I don't know if he did the testing, but he definitely did the drill work stuff. I don't know.
That would just be a little disheartening if we're out on Skoronski, in my opinion.
See, I don't think we're out. You said Meyer there.
Or do they think, like with Pickett last year, remember they're like, hey, we don't even think he's going to drop to us.
Yeah.
Maybe they're
That
thinking the
could
same
also
thing
be
with
the case.
Skoronski.
Yeah.
And they're not too intrigued in trading up right now.
Yeah. But at least you know if my O-line coach is the one getting eyes on him, he has to have a certain level of confidence, certain level of comfort, and a certain level of say-so. Now, he doesn't get to choose who he's picking, but I've talked to them dudes. They make their wish list in their order, and then the scouts have their order, the GM has their order, and then they kind of compare and contrast. So, Pat, I mean, I trust his judgment. Yeah.
And this is the first year of the Omar Khan era.
Yes.
He could do things a little differently than Kevin Colbert, even if he's going to keep a basic structure. Because he's talked about that. He's like, with Colbert, learning under him, he's one of the greatest GMs of all time. I'm obviously going to take some things that he's done and hold him to heart. But I also am going to do some things my own way. So maybe this is one of the things with Omar Khan. Maybe it doesn't necessarily have to be him and Tomlin at one of these pro day spots for us to draft the guy.
No, without a doubt, man. Without a doubt. It's going to be interesting, though. It is going to be interesting.
Jacob Ramirez in Super says, in my mock, Stromberg fell to the 7th, Tip to the 4th.
I like that. I like that a lot. But I say, because like I said, man, those are still really good players who potentially could turn into starters. But like I said, if you can get them without having to invest first and second round draft picks on them, man, you love them even more. So that's one of the things, man, with them. And typically with interior offensive linemen, they do fall sometimes because they're not necessarily the sexy position unless they are the all-world, super hyped up like Linda Braun was coming out. If it's not like that, you typically don't get a ton of those guys going early. So we should have some options with that, man.
Essentially, for me, I don't want us taking an offensive line early outside of left tackle.
Okay.
I just don't think we need it.
I'm with you.
We
but
do not need to be spending that type of resource.
The way that we done spent on these guards, I'm just like, bro, they could take a center in the third. Be like, yeah, we just want them as our backup. We want to have just a whole 10 starting 5 and a backup 5. Just hit them like that.
Unless you're taking a DeJuan Jones and you think he can play left tackle. I don't know if that's true or not. But
yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
It seems like we're kind of interested in him.
Mm-hmm.
But it's got to be a tackle, particularly left tackle. Because Chooks is still your starting right unless you're going to trade him because of his cap hit or whatever.
Why'd you say that?
It's just something to think about, I guess. People brought it up.
He trade bait?
I'm not trying to.
Oh, I was like, whoa. I wasn't ready.
I'm really not trying to.
Don't throw him in the Najee box. I ain't know you was just like, yo, you know Najee, right?
That's the only situation I
I
feel like we draft a right tackle
Okay.
early. Outside of that, just left tackle.
Yeah.
Let's not do anything crazy here.
How many? Trying to think. Going back to Philly draft, I'm like, how many of them dudes they was taking?
Because people are trying to, like, if we somehow take a guard, I don't know what the hell the reasoning would be outside of you are going to switch up these dudes' positions on the offensive line. Because people are trying to bring up, like, oh, do we move Samalu to left tackle? Was this the plan the whole time? I'm hearing people bring that up.
What? Yo, all right. That's a little different. All right.
I think it is what we expect it to be.
Yeah.
It's Herbig's our main backup. Sam Alu, Daniels,
Yeah.
starting guards, Cole center,
The youth.
right tackle Chooks. Dotson's the odd man out right now.
And Green.
Yeah, definitely.
Why you be forgetting Kendrick Green, man? Put some respect on Kendrick, man. He's still on the team.
There's
He's
a reason.
He's still a part of the family, man. All right, let's get ready to call this other guy up, man. See what outlandish thing he has to say about all of these moves, man. Who knows? Maybe he'll be saying get a guard too. We're gonna find out today, though.
Yeah, I got some good stuff written down for TG.
Oh man, here we go now. All right, I ask y'all this question every week. Does he answer on the first time we call? Or do we got to call him back? Let's find out. Let's call him up. Call him up. Say it. Ew.
My guy.
There he is. There he is.
My guy.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we're joined by the one and only Pittsburgh Steelers alum, West Virginia Mountaineer alum, almost heaven. They're also not in the Final Four. But more importantly, my locker mate, Terence Garvin, TG. Man, I feel like I just talked to you today, man. How you doing on your side, man?
Man, I'm doing good, man.
Right.
Good day, another day.
Let's go, man. Let's go. You know, last time we talked, it was a lot going on. Free agency had just started.
Yeah.
We've had a lot of signings since then, some moving and some shaking. We're going to have to get your thoughts on that.
Yeah.
March Madness, the first round was coming up. In fact, now that I
March
think about it.
Madness feel like it ended.
Yeah. March Madness was, no, it didn't feel like it was starting. It was just starting. I remember it because Pitt had played on my birthday and won. And then they was playing again on Friday. And they had won. And then I remember you had told me that West Virginia was going to play and they were going to not just win and not just go further than Pitt. You told me they was going Elite 8, maybe Final 4, if I remember correctly. I could be off. You know, I research a lot. I'm I get busy. But I do think I remember that one correctly.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to figure out. So what happened?
Man, you know,
because did they win? I could have forgot. Did they win? Maybe I'm off.
They lost to a prestigious Maryland team. Maryland. A prestigious.
No, Maryland hoops is prestigious.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Anybody in the course, no Maryland guys can hoop. You know, those are the best hoopers in the world.
No, not Maryland guys. We said the University of Maryland. There are two different things. You know, Maryland guys can hoop. Yeah, Maryland guys can hoop. But this is the University of Maryland we talking about.
But they filled with Maryland guys. The guys. Guys. It's a tough one, man. It just, Presby took a tough one. It was a heartbreaker.
It was.
But it's just the tale of our story, man. It's all right.
Were you at least watching Pitt win on Friday? Did you at least like clap and cheer like, yo, look at Pitt, they doing their thing?
No, I'm not a fan.
They got 2 wins. They won on Tuesday and then turned around and won on Friday. They got 2 dubs. They got 2 dubs this weekend.
Yeah, this the end of them. They'll be done this weekend.
Well, technically,
we got into the chip, dude.
No, you don't believe that.
We got an easy opponent coming up.
But it's about to go.
They not losing. I could assure you, they not losing this weekend. I promise you that, bro. They feeling good.
What we got?
They feeling good, man.
Texas.
But it's coming. I'm just not a Pitt guy. I enjoy the misery. I enjoy it. I enjoy the losses. Like, it's time. They'll join us in a minute. They're not winning the Natty. You know that. We all know that.
Hey,
they're a tournament team. They're built for this shit.
The way they got hot, TG.
They're prolonging the inevitable.
They got hot, T. I think it was that wild card round. You know they had the play-in game. That's like the wild card. They just they didn't
built off that
teeth.
momentum.
Yeah, they didn't cut their teeth, man.
I'll check back in here next week. We'll talk about that.
All right.
I'm not worried about that. I'm not worried about that at all. I'm not worried about this part at all. Like, at all. I'll check back in this next week.
Even though they have won 2 games thus far.
Yeah,
You
I'll check back in next week. It's March Madness. Like you said, it's March Madness.
I'm just saying.
Crazy things happen.
It fits
They got
perfectly
some
for this Pitt team. I mean, we buy into that stuff.
I just don't believe.
We play mad out there.
I'm with you. I just don't believe.
Rocking those black and gold jerseys too.
Them alternate unis, man, they hitting a little different right now, man.
But they're still Pitt, man. Like, don't do that. You're drinking the Kool-Aid.
See, they literally, Q in the chat literally just said, what flavor Kool-Aid is TG drinking today?
You're drinking the Kool-Aid. You're drinking the Kool-Aid. Oh,
Hey,
they're still Pitt.
we could all be on the Pitt Kool-Aid. Do you want it to be the black and gold or you want the blue and gold? What color Kool-Aid we want to drink from Pitt today?
It's got to be the blue and gold. It's got to be. Pitt doesn't wear blue. Pitt's blue and yellow. West Virginia, gold and blue.
Oh, excuse me. I'm sorry. My apologies.
Gold represents royalty. You know? Come on. Pitt doesn't wear that. Pitt wears the blue and yellow. You feel that? Come on.
Hey, respect, man.
Come on.
Respect.
Come on.
Well, I will say this, man. Just for my conscience and my peace of mind, I can't continue on and just let you feel like you're gonna be watching Pitt play next weekend, man.
No, I don't see that. You don't see that? Come on, you know.
Well, technically, they already done. They did win on Tuesday. They did win on Friday, but then Sunday came around and yeah, it didn't fare so well for them on that day. So yeah, they are currently at the Casa like the rest of us, man. So no worries, man. Pitt is a part of the family too. They just went a little bit further than you guys, man.
Oh yeah, right.
Yeah.
What else we got going, man? I don't talking to Pittsburgh, man. Talk to you about something good.
Let's go.
Something good.
Let's go. Well, we did get some free agency. We did get some free agency moves, man. That took place, man. Obviously, I'm trying to think. You came on. We talked Cole Holcomb. We haven't had a chance to talk Landon Roberts nor the big offensive lineman we just signed in terms of Isaac Seyumalu with the Eagles, and then we obviously picked up.
That's a big pickup.
Yeah, talk about it, man. Yeah.
Elite. He's a really good player. Mm-hmm. He's a good pass protector. Mm-hmm. He does well in moving people. That to me, that anything off that, it sounds crazy, but it's almost like the Eagles O-line is what Dallas was. Like that Eagles O-line.
Good call.
Yeah, it's
good
elite.
Call.
It's all dogs off that O-line. So I think you'll see that get picked apart, moving forward. But yeah. I think that's a super pickup. I think that's the move of the summer so far.
Okay.
What do you think of the O-line configuration right now? Because we went heavy at guard this free agency because we picked up Nate Herbig, who was also part of that Eagles O-line, but was most recently with the Jets. And we gave him a 2-year, $8 million contract, 4 per year. But then we signed Isaac out of nowhere. Like no one was expecting that, but he got the $8 million per year. And then we also have Dotson. So like, how do you see all this playing out?
I think Isaac's the guy. He's going to come over and be the guy. I don't think he's going to give up on Dotson yet. I think Dotson's still, he's like one of them guys, like in a sense, his petite, like who he is, he's always going to have a shot because he could be elite, like his body type, who he is in terms of the maul and whatnot. He can be elite. I don't think they're just going to give up on them.
The thing that I wanted to ask you this though, man, I didn't mean to cut you off either, but with Dotson, because of all those things you're saying right now, elite, man, has the potential to be that, the body type and all that, does that make him more trade bait, though?
He's definitely trade bait. I don't know if his value's up right now, but he's definitely trade baitable,
Yeah, because he's fourth.
That's actually a good one.
On the depth chart.
Because he's fourth one. Yeah, he's
James
fourth
Daniel, Isaac now, and then Herbig, then it'll be him for both guard spots.
I feel it. I hear you.
Because that was the thing for me.
Can he go to the other? Can he swing at all? Can he swing at all?
So he can, but the problem is this. All the dudes that we just signed can swing as well. So Isaac Seyumalu could play right guard, left guard. James Daniels, who we brought in last year and paid him money, he could play right guard, left guard. Mason Cole, who's starting at center, could play right guard, left guard. Nate Herbig, who we paying $4 million to be the backup, play right guard, left guard. Yeah.
But James is more naturally a center. That's who he is.
Yeah,
He's not.
but they're playing him at the right though.
Yeah, but they might send him back home. You know.
Yeah. But
And
then you still got Mason Cole, who's paid, Isaac Seumalo, who's getting 8 this year, and then Nate Herbert, who you just brought in this year, who's getting 4.
I mean, he won depth. You can tell he won depth. O-line was definitely the position of let's address. So I can see him just being on his coach Tomlin, like, let's get deep. Give me the best you can bring in here and let's figure it out.
Yeah.
But I don't see it as trade bait. I don't.
Because see, he's good enough. But yeah, he's good enough. But what is his value around the league? If you're a team that views him potentially, or you're saying my guard situation, right? Remember, we drafted Kendrick Green. Kendrick Green's still on the roster with 17 starts, a former 3rd-round pick. Say there's a team out there who has a similar scenario where they're not in love with the person that they drafted a year or 2 ago, and you haven't paid him just yet. You got a chance to go get a Dotson on a rookie deal still, who could potentially come in here and beat that guy out and be your starter. That's the angle I kind of look at, but it's more so which team, how do you find in that? You said, what is it worth?
What are you giving up for that?
Nothing more than a 6. I say 5th at the best. Like if the team is starving, but 6th, 7th round because you don't got to pay it. It's still getting. It's a glorified 1,000 there right now.
Yeah, I don't think you take it for a 7th rounder though. I think you hold on and see what it does.
Okay. Oh, from the Steelers side. I see what you're saying.
Yeah, on the Steelers side, I'm just not giving you that for free as much as you think of it like that. Like it's not going down like that. At the same time,
because he goes from a 3-year starter to what? Inactive? He's gonna be sitting out there no helmet
over the night.
We ain't dressing them dudes like that. We already did it with Kendrick Green. He went from starting every game to street clothes.
Yeah, but he's still a high draft pick too.
Yeah.
You know how it goes.
I'm with TG. I don't think we're in a rush to trade Dawson because I think you want to see how it plays out rest of the offseason. You want to make sure your O-line's healthy. But then maybe as the regular season starts and you see how we're looking, everyone maintains health. If Dotson is still the 4th guy and he's not getting any playing time, maybe a team that's having some guard troubles, they got an injury or two, maybe you could do a trade or something at the trade deadline. His value will probably only go up as the season goes on, I would think.
That could be a training camp type one. You know, somebody goes down.
Right.
From that could be one like that type. But I just don't see you trade. I think you always value big men who can move. Those are still high value people.
The big men that can move.
You can never really have too many big men that can move. Like that's really a high value position.
Yeah, I think it would have to be like a 4th or 5th round pick, team in a pinch, and they would give us something like that. Because you're right, I feel like you just keep him if it's a 6th or 7th.
Yeah, I don't.
Depth's more important, especially as the season goes on.
It's still a big man that can move. You never know what happens.
So then, if you're Dotson though, are you going to be okay with contract year? You go from being the starter every season into your contract year essentially, and now you just sit and you're the inactive type.
But you don't know you're just sitting now,
bro. I'm saying, but the thing is this, right? Outside of an injury happening, all things are pointing to $8 million being the starter, $4 million getting a helmet, and Dotson being the odd man out.
How much is Dotson getting though?
He was a 4th rounder. And this is the last year. The last year of that 4th. Let's see. Should be what?
That's what I mean. He's probably making.
He got that performance bonus.
The performance bonus is cool.
He's making a 1 or 2 type number. It's
but
not
TG,
like
let's talk about that performance bonus. That's not like the regular contract money that you seeing though.
Yeah.
You
so
know
everything based off. It's incentive based completely.
Yeah. You know that. How many snaps you played?
He's dead then.
Yeah. You're not getting that bag next year if sitting on the sideline.
But what you talking about? Like, are you okay with it? What else you gonna be?
Well, yeah. Does he force his hand?
I don't think he has a forcible hand. Not like that. I don't think he can make a lot of noise like that. Okay. Like you're not about to hold out. You're not gonna do that. Like you're not doing stuff like that.
True.
I think he's in one of them boats, like just a salty boat. Like you got to kind of deal with this. You know.
Yeah.
I think it's similar, not to be like this, but similar to a Mason boat. You know, you're not about to start, but you kind of got to deal with this. It's not a whole lot you can just do with that, you know?
Okay.
You agree? Yeah, you don't like that?
I
Mason
do.
Mason didn't complain and do all that last year. He kind of like came with a good attitude.
Yeah, at least Dotson could compete for the top backup. He could compete with Herbig. But that's what we thought was going to happen anyway before we signed Isaac.
I hear what y'all both are saying, but to me the difference is this: Mason has never been the starter multiple seasons and produced to the level that we've seen Dotson play to. Dotson has never been benched for his play. Dotson has been the starter.
So in his mind, he probably feel like he's the starter,
right? But the problem is, but this is my problem. You're not competing when you are not getting the 8 or the 4. That's the problem. Like, you look on his spot rack right now, it's jacked up because they put the player bonus on his current like deal for this year. So it says he's getting 2.7. He's not getting 2.7. That's the daggone bonus stuff. So when you're talking about can he actually compete, TG, you know how them politics go. Are you competing with a guy that's getting 8 mil or a guy that's getting 4 mil when you're not getting 8 mil? No, that ain't no competition.
No, we got to play that.
Right. So for Dotson, you go from being the guy to, okay, I can compete with a Nate Herbig maybe in that 4 range, to now I'm not even going to be starting.
I'm with you.
And it's in your contract year. You wait all year long to get to the contract. I got to get to, all right, second. All right, cool. I got some hot tape. Get to that third. I got some hot tape. Now it's time. And now they saying you ain't even going to be out there potentially.
I'm with you. But I just don't think you can get that attitude that you, it's kind of like, what are you going to do? I think you just got to compete.
Okay.
Yeah, you never know with injuries or whatnot.
Yeah, I just don't think you can quit before it happens. Like, I think you got the positive, you know how that game. You got to come with that positive attitude.
Hey, man, smile, come to work, man.
Yeah, be happy to be in the building.
Hey, what he say? You ain't got to be happy while you wait. Just work. Just work while you wait. You know how it go.
Just work while you wait.
Yep.
And they write to you, don't write back. You know how it go.
Let's get it. Now, all right, I like it. So yeah, we ain't gonna write them back then. All right, Kevin Dotson, man, let's roll, Dotson. Let's do it.
Don't write back. Just wait your time. Just keep on chubbing. Keep on fighting. Man, I don't know if y'all seen it, but the Jets is loading up there, man. The Jets is loading up.
You ain't worried about no Jets.
They made a power move.
You worried about them Jets? The Jets?
Come on, man.
Bro, ain't nobody worried about no Jets, man. Ain't nobody worried about the Jets.
The AFC is going through New York this year.
You right, it is going to go through New York. Buffalo, New York. It's only one team that play in New York. It ain't going through Jersey. It's going through New York. The 716. That what you mean. Man.
Right.
Hey, TG. Hey, I gotta go ahead.
I was gonna say this. I like what Pittsburgh's doing. I think Pittsburgh's having one of them quietly strong off seasons because they're hitting pieces they need to hit, but they need these certain pieces to grow up. You know, and if these pieces grow up to be who they think they're gonna be, they got a little squad in there.
Oh no, they got pieces.
I didn't like though, and I wasn't here. They let the linebacker go. They let Miles hit the road.
Yo,
that happened with the Landon Roberts trade.
I was about to ask you about that
signing. Yeah.
Talk about it,
I was in shock.
That make two of us, man. That make two of us.
Let Miles hit the road. Like, oh man.
Yeah.
I ain't had nothing to say. I was in shock.
Yeah.
Like, I was shocked. They signed that boy from the Dolphins, the kind of thick boy. He's a true. Yeah.
5'2", yeah. He a thumper, bro. He downhill.
That's Vince Williams.
He's
type,
downhill, bro.
Yeah, that's downhill. I was shocked at that. I'm not gonna lie to you. I was shocked by that. I didn't see that coming. I don't know if that was. I think that had to be the business. That couldn't have been the play. That had to be the
business, bro.
Yeah.
Can you take that pay cut? Nah, all right, cool. All right, say less.
I appreciate you.
All right, say less.
They're going to get one out the SEC in the third round.
Yeah, Drew Sanders. They got to get one of these lanky dudes that can cover.
It's something that can run. We real bulky in the inside right now, bro.
We real. Man, he must have his eye on something though. He got his, Tommy. He got his eye on something though.
Trenton Simpson. He's been looking at
something, bruh.
Clemson Pro Day.
He's completely in the draft. He's not even talking to these linebackers. He's like, y'all got it.
Because
y'all
to
want
me,
too much.
like looking at Cole Holcomb and looking at Landon Roberts, they both thumpers. They very similar. I'm like,
you know who needs to come to linebacker?
He ain't gonna do it. He's not gonna do it.
He's not gonna do it. Say, yo, I know everybody knows. Vince Williams is my guy. That's my brother.
And he's against it.
We talked about it.
Uh-huh.
They look just alike. That's a little Shazier.
Oh my God.
He should move that. That should be the big safety. I give him my shirts. I got some big safety shirts.
Hey, bro.
He can play linebacker.
Stop it.
And it's on.
He can play linebacker in the pass game. Yes. Is he playing that when you talking about them running it at him? That's my big concern with him. I like him in the box. But if you start running at it, that's what I'm worried about. In our defense, you can't hide that. It's not a 4-3.
What you worried about that?
How is he playing it? We just talked about 5-5 last year.
5-5 was different though. That was way different.
In the box?
5-5's about to go get 100 tackles next year.
Bro, 5-5's supposed to be covered up. He's just
5-5.
He's covered
up. 5-5
up.
might mess around and go to the Pro Bowl.
You're doing a lot. I know you love Seattle.
5-5 has found the.
I know you like Seattle, TG.
A better home.
TG, I know you like Seattle, TG. I know you like Seattle. But I gotta see that to believe that he's gonna have 100 plus Pro Bowl. He's gonna be
when you have a breakup. You know when you have a breakup and you're like, you'll never find nobody like me. And they gonna get something this is Russell Wilson in future.
Oh my gosh.
This is Sierra. This is the movie. He done found a good one.
And Dirty Sprite 2 still hit. Come on, man. Stop playing, man. We dropping Purple Rain. We dropping Purple Rain. It's Seattle versus Carolina in Carolina. How about that, dude? Let's drop the Purple Rain. Y'all, everybody remember, where were you at when Purple Rain dropped? What were you doing when Purple Rain dropped? I seen Russ was warming up. Russ was warming up into that thing. All right, yeah. That Future came on. Pluto. He's like, oh, it's over.
Oh,
you saw that game went. Stop playing, man.
Man. I thought that was a great trade. I thought not a great trade.
I mean, a good sign for him though. Yeah.
Great pickup by Seattle. You could not have found a better home for 5-5. He's going back to his.
It's a great fit for him. It's a great fit for him. But we have to see it. That's all I'm saying. We have to see it. But it's a great fit for him.
Everybody gets 100 tackles in that defense.
That is true.
All right. Remember I told you this.
I'm with
Just
you.
remember.
Look, I was up here with you. I said, man, I think Devin's going to do really good out there. You said Pro Bowl and all that stuff.
Man,
Those are two different things, bro.
KJ Wright hit the
playing.
Pro Bowl over there.
And KJ ain't nice?
KJ's nice.
So
KJ
what we
was
saying?
260. KJ was 260 at the wheel.
Oh, man.
Come on. I love KJ. Everybody knows
KJ nice, bro. I don't like
Spider-Man.
Have you seen Devin play like KJ though? You ain't talking about Spider-Man, bro. I'm a KJ guy. I rocks with KJ. What we talking about, bro?
Man, they gonna cover that up. They gonna put it in a 4-3 A gap, B gap. They gonna give him the strong hook, maybe the weak one.
Hey, you gotta get to your hook. He go, yeah. That's what he's gonna be doing out there.
You'll be straight, man. Get to your hook and get in this gap. If Y is off,
but you're saying he's gonna give me KJ right productivity.
Yes,
that's a lot. You know what KJ was doing. That's a lot.
Man, that's a first round pick. That's still a top 10 pick. He just didn't know what to do with it. And I loved him over there. He going over here. Like, we know what to do with it.
They messed up. I know where to get this work. I know how to get it rolling. He gonna be stomping logos. Don't worry about it.
They just signed Jerron Reed back. I'm gonna put a big 3 tech in front of it.
Okay.
And I'm gonna let it run.
Okay.
Go fly like a butterfly. Go fly. Go fly. Grow up. And he's grown up a little bit. He been through some turmoil.
And you're on the second team, man. When you're on your second one, it changed you, bruh.
Dylan Nathan done got him off of Twitter. He don't even tweet no more. Y'all done got him off of Twitter. What we talking about? He about to go be a dog up there. He's like, I gotta fight.
Revenge tour.
Yeah. Come on.
Yeah, he said, yo, still they should have got that man off Twitter. Yo, you
Y'all need to let him tweet no more. He tweeted that cat. You'd have thought he did something.
Yo.
You would have
Hey,
thought
that's serious though. It did look like he did. He's like, yo, you can't tweet that, bro. They crucified that man. You can't do that. Yeah. They definitely got him.
Oh, man.
Respect, man. Respect. But that's my only thing though when we talk Edmonds though, put him in the box in our defense. Because he's not going to be covered up. That's my only concern with it. If he was in a 4-3, yeah, I love Edmonds, man. You put him in a 4-3, I think he does everything we talking about, very similar to Devin Bush. But both of them dudes, I think, struggle with the same thing if you make them full-time linebackers with our stuff, man.
Well, I think he'll be in a position of Shazier.
You think he's back? Because we haven't even re-signed him
yet. But, I mean, the market, the way it's going right now, it don't look like it's going to be crazy out there for him. It's getting colder and colder.
The trade-off we could easily do right now is just cut Akello, use that 4, and sign Edmonds.
At this point in the market, if you want it, you got it.
Yeah. It's that simple. Yeah.
Yeah. If you want it, you can go get it. Like these boys waiting on phone calls right now.
Yeah.
You know how I go. My phone must be. I need to check my service right now. It's not ringing.
Hey. They get cold out here sometimes, man. You know how that goes.
About to check on my service and make sure.
Hey, but you know in real life you need to check on your service anyway. What you on that? You on that cricket today, or is the boost bowl? Which way? Hey, you know how you be just dropping out sometimes, bro.
Mobile Sprint service. Like.
I be like, yo, where T at, bro? Where you at? Hey, man, that was your phone this time. No, it won't, TG. That was definitely you, man. Chill, bro. All right, I like it though. I like it.
Hey, since you brought up the Jets, I got a serious question for you. Because last time we talked, Roger said he was obviously interested in going to the Jets. That's the one team he wants to play for.
Yeah.
We haven't had a deal done yet. What's the deal that you would trade for Rodgers if you're the Jets? Or what do you think's a fair deal?
Second rounder, third rounder. I heard they want a first. You can't get
That's
a first.
That's what
it is. Yeah, I can't give you a first. He's like 49 years old. I'm not giving you no first.
It's Rodgers though.
I don't care.
So why you want him so bad then?
Because it's Rodgers.
So give me the first then.
I can't do that.
So you don't want him then. You decide all his little
I signed all his cousins and stuff.
Yeah,
I gotta bring him.
Send me that first then. That's where we at.
Right.
You fell for the Aaron Rodgers trap. You fell for it. Yeah. You allowed Aaron Rodgers to dictate this situation, and now they got the Jets in the bind. The Jets gonna have to give him a first rounder. The Packers have all the leverage.
I'm gonna give you a first, but I promise I'm gonna get you back before I leave this earth. I'm
gonna get that deal back. I'm gonna find a way, bro.
I'm gonna hold on to this forever. Like this is like, all right, bet I'll have my revenge. Like this how you want to act?
Yeah,
bet.
That's my thing. I'm just like, yo, they have zero leverage if you the Jets. Like you done signed all his dudes, and he has not signed anything. He is still employed by the Packers until he decides that he doesn't want to be there no more, man.
The deal's got to get done, though. Because now Aaron Rodgers can go to the Packers and keep his shoes untied all practice and collect that $49 million.
Yes.
You know what I mean? He can do things like that.
And for the Packers, they're saying, man, we're going to have Jordan Love. Go ahead and put him out there.
Yeah.
We have to deal with it anyways. So we not tripping. Yeah.
But I think it's different. Garoppolo wasn't getting all that money. He getting all that money in there to be chilling.
This is true. Different. This is also true.
I'm paying you too much for you to have your shoelaces untied, man. I can't.
But we know this is an outlier scenario in terms of him and the Packers and how he's been moving the past couple of years, and for the Packers to get to where they are now, where they're like, you know what, we do not care anymore. So I think for them, they just kind of like almost like when we traded AB. It was like, man, we ate $20 million in dead cap money. But it was just to the point where we could not keep him here with everything that was going on. We just had to say, you know what, wash our hands. We're through with it. And I think for Green Bay, it's similar.
It's not like AB at all.
Not in the negative sense, but in the sense of we were willing to sit. We took 20. We took 20. We said, bro, we took 20 mil dead cap to trade him away.
I get that. But
that's what I'm talking about.
When we say we wanted him to leave. Over here, they're like, no, we want him to leave, but we want this too. No. It's a lot of cat and mouse. That's like AB's was mutually like, here, please leave. Thank you for your effort. You know. Thank you. Here, just give me. You don't even got to give me a pick. Take
just take it. You can
I
have it.
love my man. That's my man.
You can have it.
Take it.
They say, bro, I don't care what you offer. You can have it. We will take the money.
Yeah,
don't even worry.
Yeah, it was initially a 5th round pick.
Yes, bro. We
finally got a third.
We was like, yo, we don't care. We'll take it. Yeah.
Man, Aaron Rodgers, they're gonna have to wait that out. I don't see them giving them a first though. I think they're gonna wait it out though. They're gonna have to try to wait it out. Yeah. They're gonna have to, and then they're gonna have Aaron go in there and be Aaron. Like, you gotta help us a little bit.
Because I'm like, the Jets, then they didn't put themselves in a box.
He need to come on the Moats show and make some announcements.
He on the McAfee. Remember, he came out the darkness, went on the McAfee. So since he went on the McAfee, that's why I called you up. I said, man, I don't want Aaron Rodgers. Give me my dog TG. I like his initials better. That's how I felt about it. You feel me?
Yeah, I feel it.
Hey, look, you was my first pick over here. You feel me? I was like, I don't want that one over there. I want this one. Yeah.
I feel you. I'm with you. I think at the same token, I'm with you. I think Aaron's gonna have to force it a little bit. Like, hey man, let me go. I gave y'all a lot of good years. I gave y'all my whole life, my whole career. Let me go be free too.
But how do you work to that after how he's been throughout the process of this though? We talking about the past 2 years. They done lost to Devontae Adams because of how he's been acting with this stuff, man. So this now for the Packers to be like, all right, let me turn around and give you another favor. Let me help you out one more time. I don't see them wanting to do that all the way, man.
After them giving him that $50 million per year contract too.
Say that
this
again,
is like
Deke.
NBA type of contract.
Say that again, Deke. After what? How much they give him?
$50 million. So that's like an NBA. That's like KD signing one of these crazy ass contracts, and then 1 year later saying, like, I want out.
Yeah.
But he never said he wanted out. They said they wanted him.
That is true.
It's
That's fair.
But remember, he never said
Packers
he wanted to be here
Packers
either,
have been weird about it too.
The Packers just said, tell us what's going on. He wanted to go into the darkness. Remember?
Man,
he went to the darkness. He could have told him before.
Light.
He could have told him before he went to the darkness. He could have been like, yo, I'm coming
But
back.
no phones in the darkness.
That is fair.
Yeah.
Rodgers was just like, can you give me a week?
Yeah.
And then he came out and all these trade rumors were popping up.
What do you want to do?
You all right. Hey, when you play like that, you absolutely right. He has.
He said he was 90% retired.
Yeah.
Man,
if they just wouldn't have done the trade stuff while I was in the darkness, he probably just would have retired. This wouldn't even be an issue.
But once again, if you're the Packers though, you're still on. Like, just think about that. Are you retiring, or now you want to be traded? Like, are you gonna come back and play? Like, what was the difference, anyways?
Bro, you fell for that. You know, he wasn't retiring. He had to make the story better. I seen Ben not pick that arm up till Sunday morning.
Facts.
You know how these boys do.
Hey, throwing everything left-handed and walked out. I never forget it.
I seen Ben throw it left-handed.
Never forget it.
He didn't even throw his lollipops with the right hand.
He gave you the left hand, bro. He gave you the underhand. I'm like, bro, what? We about to catch a flight?
This arm doesn't work. Now all of a sudden, it's super arm.
That thing threw for 500. I say, bro, first play, you bombing it like that? But what is this?
Man, you know he was never retired. And he had to make that story a little sweeter. He might not even in the darkness like that. He probably was in the crib, in the basement.
Yeah, let me put this phone on Do Not Disturb real quick one time, man.
Yeah. Come on, man. Like, no. I like what the Jets is doing. I think they got to get it done. Long story short, I think they got to get it done. He's probably already got the playbook over there. Like, I'm sure they got to get it done. They got to get it done. I think they'll wait it out, and everybody will mutually, all right, here's a second rounder and a fourth or something. But that first is a lot. It's a lot.
If you're the Jets, though, how much do you love them? How much do you want them? How bad do you have to have them?
I don't have to have them today. I can wait.
And that's the other thing. Do you want them for all your off season, or do you need them for training camp? That's the other question.
You have to have them this year, though. I mean,
I gotta have them.
You gotta have them. So when are you going to get him? Because we know the longer you wait, the lower the lower the ass goes down. But at the same time, the less time you're going to have to make sure everybody's ready and we good to go. Now, granted, for him, he already got most of his guys coming over there, so it should be some familiarity.
But I think everybody's like that. You know, I think both sides are like that. Because essentially, like the Green Bay, who you want for your offseason? Who's leading you? Because it's like
Is it Rodgers or Jordan Love? Who is it?
Yeah, you want to total. The longer you hold that in your building, your stuff gets a little shaky too. Like,
no, it definitely does.
Maybe
Almost like the Trey Lance and Jimmy G scenario. Before him. Yeah.
And I don't think you want that in your room at all. Like that's kind of like, let me get this out of my problems. Like let's not. I don't think you have Aaron Rodgers sit around in your room, and that's gonna tempt you. You know.
Yeah.
You're gonna start to be like.
It's Rodgers. The money tempts you. And it's a rookie, or not a rookie quarterback, but Jordan Love, very inexperienced quarterback. He's going to have mistakes. He's going to have bad plays. Anytime one thing happens that's negative, you're going to be over here like, hey, Rodgers, can you tie them Adidas up one time, please? Just one more time?
Giving them $49 million. You're not paying nobody $49 million to chill.
Yeah.
I'm not. That's a lot. That's a lot. We got to work this out.
All right. Okay. Well, that was on them. So we'll see. We're going to see how that continues to play out. I also got to bring you in on a convo that me and Deke had the other day that ended up going on for about 40 minutes by accident. He believes that Odell Beckham Jr. could change his temperament and will be a great fit for the Pittsburgh Steelers this season.
I never said it exactly like that. I'm a little curious now.
He was very curious, very intrigued at the thought of OBJ to the Steelers. Because obviously OBJ had the private workout and stuff like that. And I think you said it was Dan Orlovsky came on, talked about OBJ, why he should come to the Steelers and how it fits and stuff like that. So what are your thoughts on Mr. OBJ? I know you were an AB guy, and they both were kind of in that same vein, big personality, but dominant at times. How you feel about OBJ to the Steelers, man?
I think they're scared of Odell. I think they still got that whistle.
What would they be scared of? I'm confused. What could they be scared of with OBJ?
They don't even let Pickett get off. Like, I mean, like, come on.
GP, you are not going to be that just yet. Yes, you're capable, but you're not going to you're not doing that.
They don't even let him eat like that. Yeah. Like, that's a big personality, another one to get. I don't see it. He's expensive. He's a lot. He's not a prima donna, but he's in the prima donna category.
He said less than 20, but more than 4. That's what we know. Less than 20 mil.
He won about 8.
He said he wanted less than 20, but he definitely wants more than 4 mil. He said 4 ain't it, but I'm not asking for 20.
Man, he want about 8.
I think 8 or 9. Yeah.
8 or 9. That's
it's OBJ.
We got the space.
You know what that type of thing is.
He changes your team. He changes the personality.
Okay.
He changes how you act. All that. He do.
I mean, you saw what he did to the Rams.
I did.
That ain't enticing?
I get it. But
you don't think he could buy into the culture?
I just don't know if he can. I don't know. I'm not against it. I don't know if it.
What's your big hiccup there? What's your big hang up? What's making you say no and what's making you say yes?
I mean, I love AB, bro. AB's my guy, man.
I know. Yeah.
Yeah, I always prerequisite with that. I just think
that shit with all due respect. Whenever he about to talk AB, y'all know I'm an AB guy. Y'all know I love AB. AB was my favorite. I don't know if y'all know that AB's my number 1 receiver all the time. Just in case y'all didn't know. But all right, we got it out. The prerequisite is out there. With all due respect, I don't mean to hurt your feelings. Anything, it's not you, it's me. But I got you. All right, we good.
And that's it. To be honest, it's right. It just don't. This thing can go bad.
Yeah.
This can go bad.
Go nuclear. Yeah.
This can go wrong. So it's like, I just think the fear of it going wrong is a bigger fear than. I think you feel like, man, let's see what else we can do. Before you just go give an $8 million, $9 million receiver, I think you go see what that boy from O State ran today. You go see what he talking about.
Okay.
You go see what that boy from the TCU talking about.
Okay.
Like you just go check in on some stuff.
But isn't it slightly different because of it being Odell? Odell isn't like a regular receiver that we talking about. We know Odell is in a different class.
I mean, is he? I love Odell. Is he?
At this stage, where would he be on our receiver depth chart today?
I'd like to know that.
3.
Where would you put him at? Deke, you said 3?
Yeah.
All right, Deke got him at 3. Where would you put him?
He's nobody's 3.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like 3 behind who?
He's nobody's three.
I'm trying. Yeah, I'm
No,
listening.
he's not nobody's three. He's a one. He's everybody's one. He's a one. He's a.
It's like, bro, I like
nobody's
Pickens a
three.
lot. I like the upside with Pickens, but Pickens ain't gave me anything that Odell did. Like,
I seen Odell catch that one-handed that night. I seen Odell in the Super Bowl getting off.
I just seen Odell do something stupid. Like, bro, you can't guard this 1-on-1. Like, bro, he went and snagged that. Yeah, that Mr. One Hand. That's Mr. One Hand. He the one. I'm gonna grab that thing facing this way and snatch it. Like, both hands.
I just think Odell's value's down coming off these injuries.
Yeah,
I think Odell still thinks he's Odell, and like he still probably is Odell. But you can't get Odell
for 17 weeks.
Yeah, you can't say stuff like I only want to do the playoffs.
Yeah,
you can't say stuff like $4 million is not enough. You really can't even say them type things right now. You're not in that type of driver's seat.
Yeah,
I think Odell comes in.
Though. He definitely feels like he's still in that.
And that's where I think he's getting confused. Like he comes in here, and that's what makes him dangerous because you're not getting those targets you were usually getting either.
Yeah,
you got to come be a system guy. You got to come be maybe that too. You got to think Odell went to Cleveland and had a bad time in there. You know,
it worked for him with Cooper Kupp though with the Rams.
Yeah,
but they were winning a lot though.
At the crib too.
Oh,
he was
LA.
Waking up in that sun every day too. We talking about you got to go into every. He gonna wake up in them cloudy Pittsburghs, and I love Pittsburgh, but he gonna wake up in them cloudy Pittsburgh.
That snow hit different, when it's cold, when it's dark
them
going in,
days,
dark coming out,
he have a little attitude, like you got to deal with that.
Hey, no, it be real like that, man. You get to like week 13, it's like, yo, it's dark around the clock, bro, and we practice indoors. I don't see the sun.
And I'm not getting the ball like I want to.
Bro.
What are we doing?
Facts.
What are we doing? Like. I just think it's so much more going to it. I could see Odell doing something like, and I know you'll love this, but Buffalo.
Hey, come on, man! You already know what it is. You already know he's on the radar up there. This is not that show. This is the Steelers show, so I can't talk. I ain't want to talk that, but he definitely on the radar. He definitely on the radar.
I can see hopping on the New York train. Don't sleep on it.
Well, remember, Rodgers won him. That was one with the knee. He won. He was like, "Let me get that
one."
Well,
Giants. He's been talking about going back to.
Both teams. Yeah.
I think don't sleep on somewhere like the Saints, you know. I could see them going back home, but to me, I could see one of them. Like I just think it got to have a bigger story. Like I don't know if the Pittsburgh story is if it fits right now, you know. Okay. And they do got no. I don't know if the story fits. Don't be surprised if somebody like Miami and he give him a chance. Like here, I'll take this $2 million or $3 million over here for the love. Let me get this. He'll do something like that.
He would eat there, though, because he'll be, with the offense they got down there,
I'm just more saying, like, he'll give that a low deal. But somebody like Pittsburgh, you're going to have to pay it like $9-10 million. Yeah. You can go get a college dude for that. That's a lot.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
And to everything you're saying, like, I don't want the situation in Cleveland popping up here where every time Odell's in, you feel like you're trying to force him the ball in the offense. It goes stagnant, especially with Kenny. I just want Kenny straight up making the right reads and strictly trying to move the ball.
Where they're at right now, I agree with you completely. Where they're at right now, they need to grow up a superstar. They don't need to bring in a superstar. They need a superstar to grow up from within. Like, you're the superstar. We grew up together.
Yeah.
You know, kind of like that Le'Veon situation worked out.
We watched it. Yeah, seriously. Yeah.
It grew up to be a superstar. It didn't get, even AB, it grew up to be a superstar. It didn't get in as a superstar. Yep. Like when you bring in it's a lot. It's just a lot more going to that. Those don't always work.
Yeah, because you do have to make sure that thing is getting fed, and you typically force feed it when it is brought in. Whereas when it's homegrown, it already has experienced not being the guy. It knows what it's like. It's just a different vibe to it. I'm with you. Yeah.
And we've been talking about how literally every move the Steelers have made over these last like 2 or 3 years, and even this offseason, is going the opposite direction of what bringing in Odell would entail. Like we're trying to get less noisy headlines, anything like that. Whereas you bring in Odell, you're getting the opposite of that. You're going backwards in a way. Like
it's a big personality.
You got rid of you don't have Juju anymore. You don't have Claypool. You don't have these guys that just little things, right or wrong. There's things that pop up. And I feel like our teams, like you said, even too, we're like flying under the radar. We're making these moves, and we got like these blue collar guys, no nonsense guys in the house.
I mean, I agree with you. I agree with you completely.
I like it. I like it.
Literally agree with you completely.
I'm curious about it. Arlovsky brought up some good points, and I didn't know. Like Odell was a little older. We didn't hear people about him out with LA. Won the ring there. Someone brought up in the chat he has a kid, like a little more mature. Can he accept the wide receiver 2, wide receiver 3 role and just go along for the ride with a good organization? But I mean, the way you guys are talking, if that's not going to be the case, yeah, I don't want him here.
And we're not saying that it couldn't happen. It's just
you run the risk. You run the risk.
Yeah. Like, could he get into a scenario where he's like, I'm cool being the 2 right now. I'm going to get my stock back up. I'm just trying to go get me another ring. It could work like that. It could.
But I don't think he takes that discount here.
Yeah. It has to be like way sexier. Yeah.
That's like New York here. I'll take the free look. Or that's like, a Buffalo here. I'll give you this. I just think that's that one piece away type person. Like, all right, you got anything else in here? I'll come give it to you. So, I don't see it here.
Yeah, so okay. So with that then, and this would be, kind of how we wrapping this thing up, so to speak, but what I was thinking of was now draft talk. Where are we looking in terms of in that first round now? Because initially we talked about corner. All right, you brought in a Patrick Peterson. Then we talked, okay, is it linebacker? All right, you signed 2 guys, Cole Holcomb, a Landon Roberts. Then we were like, okay, it's definitely offensive line, but we went and signed 2 guards. So now, based on, all the things that we've done, you still have a need in terms of left tackle, just depending on how you view Dan Moore. And technically, you could say you have a need still at corner, depending on how you view that bunch right now. But for you, based on these moves that we've made, how would you be operating going forward in terms of that first round of the draft now? What's your thought process if you're the Steelers?
Offensive tackle or corner.
Still stacking there. Okay.
If Joey Porter Jr. is there, he's getting drafted. If Joey Porter, me knowing the Steelers,
bloodlines.
It makes too much. Like,
bloodlines, man.
They like if you're there, they're picking that. You know what I mean? I just don't. I don't see how they'll halfway pass on that. They'll pick that. Like
long corner, physical, played at Penn State. Oh yeah. You checking all the boxes off right now.
It fits. I can see that big tackle from O State. That'd be
Paris.
High on, But I don't know. It's gonna be either a tackle or a corner. That's what it's gonna be. Especially if they went quarterback first round last year, running back first round.
Yeah.
They built this offense to be a.
They were in the running for Orlando Brown at left tackle. Remember, he just signed for $14 million to go to Cincinnati. So we know that they were at least in the market for something marquee at the position.
Yeah, they want to boost up this offense. Yeah. They're trying to turn back into the killer bees and whatnot. Get back.
Be bullies in the trenches.
So why no receiver?
Uh-oh.
No, I'm not going receiver. It's too many. I think it's crazy to say unless you're just superstar. It's too many people can run and catch for you to go receiver just in the first. Like they're not going. I don't see that.
They are saying receivers are becoming the new running back, so to speak, because of how you're able to just find them now, man.
Even the whole Addison combo, you can just get a receiver. It sounds terrible to say, but I can go find somebody to play this receiver spot. There's too many guys.
I mean, we talked about the dude from Houston, Tank Dell. Dell. Yeah.
Someone brought up Tennessee, Jalen Hyatt.
Oh, yeah, he's another one. Yeah.
He's probably a guy you get late second, third round.
Mm-hmm.
I love Tank Dell. Addison's still a guy.
Tank nice, though. We like Tank.
That other boy out of O State's coming out, And they say
Jigba, Jackson Smith, yeah.
And they say this is a bad receiver draft, You kind of could have just went and got a Juju back if you wanted to. Like you have so many options at the receiver. You still
now Juju he got what 9? He got 11 to go to New England. In fact, would you rather have paid Juju the 11 or pay Odell the 8?
Oh, I pay Odell the 8.
All right, I'm with you.
With the rest,
I'm with you. What are we talking about? Risk included. I'll read the fine print. I ain't tripping, man.
I'm taking Odell.
If I got to choose between 11 and the 8, oh yeah, man. Yeah.
I'm taking that 8. Miko Harmon at 6. I might have tried that. I might have seen what that was looking like.
Yo.
That was looking like Miko at 6. That's not a bad deal. That's fast.
That's
Speed.
crazy. Yo.
That's speed. I'd have checked on a couple things. Isaiah McKenzie at maybe.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I might have seen what that was looking like.
Yeah.
That'd have been like if Calvin not it, that's it.
Isaiah nice, man. He was nice. Little
nice.
Inconsistent, but he was nice though, bro. Yeah.
I say that to say the fact that they haven't even it seemed like been in the running in that position.
Yeah.
I mean, they feel okay about the position a little bit more. That's not their
It seemed like they trust the Calvin Austin, the Steven Sims element of it, and everything else. Yeah.
If they needed a receiver, it was a couple out there they could have went and talked to. Like, they're not really. You can see that's not what they're looking at.
Yeah. I
think they want to let this whole thing grow up. Like they were like, let's see if you get a superstar type out of it. They want to let this whole thing grow. Is Kenny a superstar? Is he not? Is George a superstar? Is he not? Like, I think the whole thing is like, let's see who the superstars is. Let's see what we got out of this. We drafted it. Is Najee this? Should we shop that?
I'm trading Dotson before I'm trading Najee. I'm just throwing it out there, okay? Let the record reflect, okay? I would trade Dotson before I trade Najee. Arthur said that. I said that.
Man. Leonard Fournette's still out here. You can go get playoff Lenny, man.
Yo, you gotta chill, man. Hey, a guy that could have been intriguing was Damian Harris, man. I would have liked him coming down here in Pittsburgh, man.
Yeah,
tough runner, Bama touchdown guy. He do a lot, man.
Bama back.
He signed somewhere though. I think he gonna have a great situation. He just signed somewhere. He gonna have a great situation. He gonna have a great situation. He just signed somewhere. It's gonna be great for him. I'm excited to watch him play. Actually, man.
The Bama back.
Yeah. I love them type of backs right there, man. He scores touchdowns, man.
It's got a lot of miles on it.
Hey, man, I ain't sure. I done seen some of the miles in the league. I done seen. It's really great when it's cold out. I've seen it in them temperatures. It plays really well, and it does well in the 716. I've seen it a couple times in Buffalo play. What was that, Mac Jones? He threw it like 4 times. Yeah, this is the dude. Yeah, so you know what? I'm not hating on this. I think it's a good move, man. I like this move for Damian.
I just had a moment. Najee's a Bama back. I think that I think it all just came to me like it just hit me in the face. Like,
you ever heard of Trent Richardson? He's a Bama back too. We can go down his list. I say the Bama backs.
Derrick Henry.
But then I know somebody's gonna say Derrick Henry. I know somebody's
already. You gotta have an outlier. We're gonna name an outlier
for
now.
the ones who say that, that's different.
Josh Jacobs. I mean, there's some good dudes that come. Eddie Lacy was good for a minute.
Oh man,
Eddie Lacy was good.
First 2 years. I know it though. I played with Eddie Lacy. I love Eddie. Like, oh man.
But did you get him? You got him out in Seattle.
The fact that he said, "I love Eddie," before he talked about Eddie play, let you know. He said, "Oh, I love Eddie. Oh, I love Eddie."
Eddie is to make weight, bro. I used to be like, "That's amazing, bro."
Tomo, you say what?
They give Eddie bonuses to make weight. Like if he made weight.
Say y'all playing, bro. The boy say you get you a bonus, you make weight, man. What? How you get that in your deal, man?
There was another Bama running back that went to the Jaguars. I mean, TJ Yeldon. Like,
oh yeah, he was supposed to be good too. Yeah.
Like I just don't. And I get you, the Josh Jacobs one, but Josh Jacobs was the backup. He really wasn't getting touches in there. Right. If you remember, I remember Josh. Mm-hmm. I remember Josh Jacobs very vividly.
Because was Josh there with Ingram or no?
I think Josh is there with TJ Yeldon.
Oh, okay.
And TJ Yeldon was getting all the carries. Josh was getting the other ones. It was. So I more than anything to say like them Bama backs them boys get a lot of it's a lot of mileage. You getting touched in practice. You getting touched in the game. You just getting touched a lot. Yeah. You know? Because they going to hand it off 30 times over there. Then they practicing. They going to hand it off 30 times.
And they tackling in practice.
They tackling in practice. That's a beat-up weapon. Like, I don't know. You name me, what, two?
I think you got to throw Najee in there. Back-to-back 1,000-yard years.
You name me 2, man. Wait.
2.5. Can we get 2.5?
I give Najee that.
That is 2.5. All right.
Mark Ingram.
Ooh.
Oh, come on. He
Mike
had a damn good career.
Yeah, it was a good career. Did he ever live up to what we thought he was going to be?
Yeah,
I think he did better.
He was
I
good.
think
Did he ever
better.
live up?
good
Yeah.
player.
He was like a late first round pick. He wasn't going like Saquon Barkley or Zeke like top 3, you know.
But he was nice with Kamara. He was nice in that Sean Payton offense. We agree to that?
Yeah, he did go with the Ravens too.
Yeah.
I was about to say, yeah, it's depending on how you viewing it.
There's a few decent Bama backs out there.
I give you that. Lamar was over there too, right?
Yeah.
That was Lamar time.
I was about to say, yeah, that's MVP time. Yeah.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
Lamar.
Everybody was eating. Yeah.
That's like-
You had Ingram, you had Gus. Who it was somebody else that was over there. Oh my goodness.
In there. That's like, bro, make them give the ball to the running back. We're not gonna. The QB's not keeping. He has to hand this off. He has to hand this off. We're attacking the quarterback in the zone read. He has to hand this off, even though he's gonna go get 3-4 yards.
Yeah,
I don't
force
care.
it. Yeah,
because if 8 keeps it, this might go for 60. We agree.
I'm with you. I'm trying to think of another Bama. Well, I'm looking at a Bama running back right now. I believe.
Oh,
Brian Robinson. Hardest intro last season.
Yeah, he's hard. He's not like elite though. He's just hard. He has a great story. He's hard. He got shot.
Bro, he came back. He's 50. He came back.
Man, that was hard.
Yeah. You seen the intro? Mini man. Come on, bro. Yeah.
That's a great story. Great story.
Here's the thing, though. I mean, we're not talking about any of these other running backs from other schools like we are with Bama.
Yeah.
Like they have a ton of dudes, at least in the mix here, that we're talking about.
Yeah.
Oh, state running backs come out there running, don't they? Or am I just thinking Zeke?
I was about to say.
I mean, there are some, like Beanie Wells came out, but then I don't think he's better than a bunch of these other Bama backs we just named.
We can't give Beanie
I was about to say,
that's what I'm saying.
Beanie there. I was about to say, I can't go there.
There are good Ohio State running backs, but they're not all translating automatically to the NFL either.
Right. You're right.
Yeah. Because even the one that we just brought in, Teague.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I say he was
like a backup for OSU.
Yeah. Oh, Master T. That's what I was like, what was his name again? Yeah.
I mean, Penn State running back.
Because like Trey Sermon was their main guy a couple years ago, and he hasn't done shit in the league.
I think it's not so much the school. I think it's just because you got to think these boys come out with the hype of like they're gonna be the next
Reggie Bush, the next Derrick Henry, the next Jamal Lewis, the next
like these are
Le'Veon, yeah, all that.
And then they turn out to be like, all right, it's not that.
Yeah.
It's all right. Yeah, I don't know. I think that running back position, like we said, is just so watered down.
Yeah.
But I'm not big on the Alabama running back yet. I haven't drank that Kool-Aid.
Hey, so I got
If you asked me a couple years ago and I got this wrong, I didn't think Derrick Henry would be Derrick Henry. I didn't see that.
Well, he wasn't that initially.
Yeah.
He grew into that.
Yeah, he was overrated.
Yeah, he was not that early. Oh, yeah.
I didn't see that. I think them Bama boys be coming out of there so beat up, man. Like, just physically, like you're in a pro league. Like
that mileage crazy high on them boys.
Yeah, you remember we brought that center in there from Bama. His name was like Ben something. Like he was so beat up. Like them boys be beat up. Yeah. Beat up. I know Minka's Minka, but I know. I'm with you.
All right, I got a quick one. Actually, I got a quick couple, depending on how much time we have.
Let's rock with it, man.
These could be controversial questions.
Uh-oh. TG, don't get us fired.
The first one.
Don't get us fired, TG.
The first one is a very pointed question. I'm not even gonna front.
Oh Lord, here we
Cam
go.
Newton threw at Auburn's pro day, and he said there aren't 32 quarterbacks better than him in the league.
Nope. TG, that is not what he said. Deke, you know he ain't say that. Deke, any other time you say what the man said, I get what the man said?
Yeah, he's signing all these duds.
That's
you signing all these. You ain't say it like that. You gave me the watered down version. I want give me the quote. Give me the quotations.
No, this is just leading into my question.
Yeah.
Who you taking, TG? Kirk Cousins or Cam?
Cam.
That's cool.
Cam. Give me Superman.
This is Superman we talking about. Cam.
Give me Superman.
Hey, TG, who you taking, Cam or Kenny Pickett?
Cam, dude.
No,
all
TJ,
right there.
come
Yeah,
on.
all right,
Get
yeah,
outta here.
yeah, all right.
No, come
We
on.
talk about Cam,
TJ, come on.
bro. The way that video was produced, I was like, cut all the quarterbacks. That's Cam. He's back,
Did
TJ,
you see
come
him
on.
roll out
bro.
around somebody throwing deep?
I pulled my shirt. I was like, Superman. We here. Damn. I started to dab while I was dabbing. I was like,
No, he didn't dab.
I was going dab while I dab. You know the dab. You ever dab while you dab? I was there with it.
Bro, I'll be real with y'all. I don't think Cam's play keeps Cam off the team. It's not his play.
It's not.
His
He got. It's everything comes
way
with
too
it.
big.
Yeah.
It's way too big.
You
Like,
know what comes with him.
You just got to deal with his personality's too big. Like
Yeah.
I love the Cams. I love Cam.
Cam,
You know,
when Cam is Cam, man, that's freaky, rare breed. That's you love it. I mean, it was league MVP for a reason, man. We know what that is.
man. Speaking of, if we're gonna do that, the first pick in the draft, I heard it here first.
That was my next one I was going to bring up. No.
Maybe
I wanted to
Cam.
give you credit. TJ, I want to give you credit. I texted Moats this.
did,
This was
you
on
did.
like some type of verified Twitter account.
You definitely did,
Thomas
bro.
Davis, you know him from the Panthers, former linebacker, an all-time Panther type of guy. He threw
Yeah.
it out there. He would not be shocked if the Panthers took Anthony Richardson 1. He thinks there's a lot of interest from Frank Reich and the crew in him.
When I came on this show, when I said it, y'all laughed at me. Y'all was like, "What are you drinking? What's going on?" I'm like, all right. Y'all don't see that 6'5", 4'4", 4'3", 240? I know people see what I seen. I know I seen it. And he did a backflip that completed it.
He can flip. Look at the athlete. I don't know why them scouts be loving when you flip. There you go. You see he can flip? Look at the flip.
Yeah.
You see the flip? That's elite.
If you can do a flip and you don't go to that combine and tumble like you had a
seriously. You
crazy.
flip, bro, you getting drafted, bruh. You
you're
flip,
not
they will
a
draft you, bro.
combine, you're
Serious.
crazy.
Yeah.
You don't remember what was my man name? He
Well,
came out of Michigan.
He started flipping. Yeah.
Man, did all that flipping went first.
It's that simple, bro. If you can flip, they I like this. I don't know who he is. He only had 2 sacks. Can he flip though?
Yeah.
In
He can
place? And land? Oh, yeah, that's the one. You gotta draft him. I don't know what it is about the flipping, bro.
I seen videos of the old boy Anthony. Like I seen him dunk a basketball. I just seen him do some mutant stuff. Like I didn't realize he was that much of a mutant. I've totally drank the whole Kool-Aid.
It's Cam. Is it Cam?
Man, that's baby Cam.
Is it Cam coming out of Auburn though? We know that Cam. I'm talking about the one that went down there and was like Saban, Iron Bowl, this mine. I'm talking about that Cam. You know the one that made Auburn like, yo, Auburn is like legit now. Like we ain't talking about Auburn.
Saturdays to see Cam Saturday.
Come on, man. You know what time it is. Like this is
for the night type. Come on. I seen Cam jump from the 8. I know y'all remember that.
Hey, bro, you ain't got, bro. I was a Cam at Auburn fan, bro. Yeah.
Like I see Cam jump with no purpose in jumping.
Cam was just different. It was like, bro, what is this? It moved different. It run. It was the first of its kind. Like that to be that big, that moving. Yeah.
I think this is the second of that kind. I think this is the rebirth. You know, Space Jam 2 wasn't the best movie, but you had to watch it. I think this is the rebirth.
They said they had the better player in it.
Come on, I know you felt that. I know you felt
they said
that.
they had the better player. That's all I'm saying.
I know you felt that.
That's all I'm saying. You know what I'm saying?
Come on. This is the rebirth. You gotta watch.
They say Space Jam 2 roster beat Space Jam 1 roster. That's all I'm saying, bro. They say you put that roster versus that roster head to head, the second one gonna win. That's all. That's what they say, bro. That's what they say.
Man, it's Carolina with the first pick, and this man looks like Cam. It's no way you don't do that. It's Carolina, and they gotta play the Cam songs. Like he's back. Like they gotta make you think Cam done came back. Like I'm selling that stadium out week 1 with that.
But if that thing is not Cam, what are we doing? If it is not Cam, what are we doing?
If I don't do nothing, I'm getting my fan base back. I got Cam back for y'all. We've been down for a little. We're back now. I'm teaching him how to dab and everything. He's gonna.
I'm gonna give you a reason to show up to the stadium. Now you gonna come to Bank of America Stadium for a reason.
Wait, does he get number 1, or did you say you give him 2? I can't remember.
I'm giving him 2.
Give him 2.
I'm not giving him 3. I'm gonna be like, this is the second version, Space Jam 2. Come on. I'm giving him all the theme songs. He got the smoke. I hope he opens up the Superman with 2. You imagine?
No. Was he a Superman guy at Florida? Was that his thing, or we just putting that on him now?
Oh, he got the Superman cape.
Okay.
I'm giving him the cape.
Okay.
I might put tape around his jersey to come out. I'm gonna sell him so hard. I'm gonna sell him so hard. If the first play of your season ain't, bro, if the first play of the season ain't a QB read, I don't know.
I was about to say QB power. Can I get QB
power?
Way,
there's no way we're not starting
QB
this off.
Trap, QB draw.
If you get me 10, we're up.
Hey, bro. I'm definitely give me one QB power this thing. I'm picking up because he gonna be all right like that. Yeah.
Man, what? You didn't see how excited Steeler Nation got excited over that 3-yard run, man?
Yeah, you right. You right. Kenny came out this thing, ran a QB sneak. Was like, he's a Hall of Famer.
He's a Hall of Famer.
Like, what did he do? He QB sneak like the best. We've never seen a QB sneak like this before.
2 touchdowns. Did you see it?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, you're right.
I'm gonna have baby Cam looking way nicer than that.
Oh, yo, what? I heard you try to say that. You ain't slick, bro.
Come on, bro.
You about to say TG like everything. It was all good. You had to throw that at the end, bro. Like everything was good. He was way better than that. Like, yo, you gotta.
No, some of these takes over the last couple minutes have been Cam over Kenny. I can't do that.
Yo,
I can't
it
do
was
that.
just
Come
like,
on.
yo, it's gonna be way better than what we do. Way better than that.
Can't do
Dang,
that.
bro.
Yeah, I'm not even starting to beef, man. I'm just saying, man. That's baby Cam. That's him.
Hey, yo.
He's back, reborn. I'm putting all that on the socials. He's like, come on.
Hey, all right, one more real quick. This goes
Hold
back
on,
to
no. Before you even get to your last one, just with this, because Cam did get brought up, where does Cam go? Is he getting signed anywhere?
No.
No, even as a backup, it's just over.
No. You definitely don't sign him as a backup.
Okay. Because he's talented enough. I think he's still talented enough to play. I think he could start somewhere. I just don't.
Wrote back.
Okay, he wrote back. Fair enough.
He wrote back. They wrote him. He wrote back.
Fair enough.
This movie might be a wrap.
When he did the New England and then Carolina in the same, I was like, yo, that's tough.
I think New England was the death penalty for him. Like you went to the wrong.
The situation was terrible. It was terrible, man.
He didn't get a good one in Carolina the second time either.
Both of them were bad.
In Cam's last performances, Cam didn't have an arm no more. His arm had left.
He was hurt. Yeah. But
and
I think
get it.
He showed it in the little workout though. You seen him drop that thing 70 on him?
Yeah, I don't care. I'm cool. As a baby Cam down the street for a little bit.
Hey, yeah.
I'm just not signing that. Like, unless you're, and the only team that's crazy to say that need it is the Carolina Panthers.
Right.
Like, and it's like, nah.
But if you're one of these teams, I'm thinking like Atlanta. What are you doing?
But Atlanta got Rittner in there, don't they? I think Atlanta kind of came out like they all right. If that's the case, then I'm going to get Lamar.
Right, but if
you
don't,
they already spent a ton of money.
But that's my thing. It's like if you're not going to be in the Lamar running, because Atlanta has done some of that, is Cam a guy that you're bringing in? Number one, if Desmond's your guy, he's backing him up, but he could also push. They could compete with that, give you a different element to it.
I think he can go to Atlanta or Baltimore. That's it.
Because I even thought like Tampa. I'm like, man, you brought Baker down there. You got Kyle Trask in Tampa.
He can't go to Tampa. He's too loud for Tampa.
He's too loud right now?
Man, AB didn't survive in Tampa. You think Cam's
That's because AB ran off the field during the game, man. He stripped naked, remember? Cam has never taken his clothes off in the game, in the stadium, and ran out that thing throwing the deuces up. He has never. Don't you put that on Cam. Do not put that on.
My man.
Don't put that on Cam. You know your man's did that. You low key. Did you like the vid when it happened?
That's all I'm saying.
Did you like the vid when he dropped? When the vid came out, AB running out that thing, stripping down, running off the field. Did you be like, yo, AB, you that guy? Did you drop an AB 8-4?
I ain't do that. I'm on the comments about a week later. I took a lot of back.
Said like a week later, I was back. I got
in a lot of arguments under the comments. People was attacking me. You're part of the problem. I'm like, I stand with you, bro. I got you, bro.
I stand with you, bro.
I'm gonna ride till the wheels fall off. I'm with you. Okay. And I say that to say, you got to think though, not to be like that, but the personality traits are similar in the sense of I'm not here to take no BS. Right. So if he felt like it's BS and he snapped, this ain't gonna work. Next. You know what I mean? Yeah. I can see the teams. I can see
Arizona. What about Arizona? Kyler Murray gonna be out for a little while, anyways.
Yeah,
it's quiet.
I don't think it's the. You know what I mean? I don't think it's the like everybody don't go to every team. Yeah, if that makes sense. Like I don't think he fits that culture out there.
I don't think very different culture.
Yeah,
out there. It is.
I think that's too far west, and that might sound crazy. But I think Cam's the type of guy, like, if LA was looking for one, that might could have worked. If he was, if he could be humble enough to sit in LA, that would work. But I don't think he can sit. I think it's too many stars for him to be at the party as the backup. I think.
But that's going to be his issue, though, right now. I don't think anyone's going to sign him to necessarily start. He's going to have to do the number 2.
That's why you won't see him. That's why you won't see him. That's why you won't see him. My backup can't come in here with the swag like that and all that. You got to come in.
Stupid swaggy. You know that. Yeah. That thing's stupid swaggy.
He getting more interviews than my starter, man. I can't do that.
he gonna have a big boy hat on. Yeah. He gonna have a stupid drip. He gonna be, something outlandish on the outfit. You like, bro, what is this? It's fire. It's expensive. I just don't know what it is though. It's a lot going on. Yeah, he gonna give you that. He do that.
Carolina should draft that boy and then come back and sign him.
Be his mentor?
Yeah. Teach him how to be Cam.
Okay. Jesus.
Teach him how to be Cam. Like something like that.
All right, this one's real quick. You made a take that Brady's back last week, and the Dolphins.
Damn, did they pull the receipt on you? I like this. Yeah.
No, well, I just saw this pop up. I just want to see if you're going to sway off this take
TG.
It off.
We on your head, TG.
Tua has been picked up on a 5th-year option by the Dolphins. Does this change your opinion at all?
No. It was changing yours? We do that.
I think the teams are dwindling that. I feel like they're going to stick with Tua.
Man, when you cheat on somebody, you don't just do it in public.
Oh, my God.
Like, what are you doing?
Hey, I'm not a part. I am innocent.
Listen,
I am not a part of this.
Miami
I have nothing to do with this conversation. I'm just throwing that out there. Let the record reflect. This is Terence Garvin talking, not me. I am not talking right now. Jesus.
I'm just saying.
Miami should move on. They should.
What are we doing?
You making me nervous, man. Don't you get me a choke.
They're going to give him all the wedding ring, everything. It's a marriage. I love you, Tua. But the moment, let him fall asleep at the wheel. Let him take a little nap. He take a 3-week nap. Tom's in the building. He live up the street. I don't even got to fly in. He live right up the street. We're not even spending that much gas to get up there.
That thing taking the boat. He on the boat. Just go. Hey, right in the hole. Just come on right on in, man. Take the Atlantic. Bust that right. You in here now, man.
Come on. He said man. He already put it out there. He not broadcasting this shit. So he's chilling. So now he's chilling on the.
Don't cheat in public on him. God dang.
Y'all can quote that.
I don't want to quote it. I don't even want to repeat it all the way, man. Jeez.
What's the means? How's it getting done? Cut, trade?
No, you could definitely trade it.
You're saying you're keeping him and bringing Brady in like that?
Oh.
Who? No, I'm keeping him.
You're keeping Tua?
Yeah.
Why are you bringing Brady?
It is Brady.
Brady. Did you say why?
No. I'm just saying. I think you gotta get rid of Tua when you're bringing in Brady.
Why would I do that?
I don't think Tua's that good to begin with. I would have done that. I would have got rid of Tua like a month ago.
Tua might be my future. I'm trying to win today.
But this is my thing.
Them boys got today type win situations in.
And
I'm not worried.
Now, I was going to say, granted, the scenario is a little bit different now, but Tua has already been a part of the janky start out to his career. Where he was rotating with Fitzpatrick, remember that? And he wasn't even the guy, and it was like, all right. Then after that, it was like, yo, do you want to trade for Deshaun Watson? Remember that whole thing? So with Tua, I don't necessarily know if he truly believes, like, I'm too good to be a backup, because I don't think he's ever, like, this was his best, like, go at it. But then he kept getting hurt.
Bro, what are you talking about? It's Tom Brady.
I'm like, it's Brady, bro.
Play football. Tom's going to be playing football.
No.
If Tom wants to play football, the local team for him happens to be the Miami Dolphins, who got every piece that would be this would be the best team he had since Randy Moss.
No, facts. In terms of the weapons,
Tom will be back. I told you this today. Tom will be back. I'm telling you, Tom will be back. Like, there's no way he's gonna let this thing, man. If he don't come back, he's really done. He can't tell you he coming back right now. He can't do that. He finally getting his family together. He's not about to do that. Yeah, he's like, no, I'm not playing.
You see, he said, man, my kids have watched me play for so long. It's my turn to watch them. I was like, well, that's the quote. That's the one
he
you got to
said
drop.
too before that. There's
That's the
nothing I
quote.
love more than football.
You're not seeing the subliminals. It's the spring. They playing spring sports. Let the fall come around.
They need me here for all these April, Mays. I give you all of that. When it's fall,
I can still get back.
yeah, I ain't got nothing for you in September, October, November. Don't ask anything in January. I can assure you I ain't going to schedule for that. Yeah,
You know how, bro, you was asking for Ben to come back at a time.
yeah.
You think they're going to try to kick tires on
For sure.
Tom
I mean, because
in November?
Ben said last year the Niners wanted him.
Come on.
So, yeah.
Let a situation like that happen. And don't let it happen in Miami. If Tua bumps it, I'm telling you, bro. If Tua takes a cat nap, it's over.
Hey, bro.
If he go to sleep for 2 minutes, it's a wrap.
Now, I hate to do this, but I have to do this. You referencing him taking naps. Are you seeing in the literal sense?
No, I'm not trying to do that.
Okay, I'm
not
sorry.
trying to say
I
it
just
like
needed to know. I apologize for anybody that was confused. I don't mean any disrespect. I need to make sure we was all on the same page. You was like, yo, he's taking it out. I'm like, bro, please. I don't think you're saying it that way, but I just need to clarify it. Okay.
If he's going sprint,
Thank you.
take 2 weeks to get back. If he get a high, if he pulled a Mahomes, get the high ankle sprain 2 weeks, you out.
Okay.
Don't worry about it.
Fair enough.
If he throw and hit his thumb on the quarterback helmet,
on the helmet. Yeah.
you already know. 2 weeks, he out of it. Like, bro, it could be the non-throwing shoulder. If he fall on that, and it's like,
non-throwing. Hey, you're hurt. You're gonna sit down. I'm good. No, you're not. You're hurt.
No,
chill out.
You're hurt.
You're hurt.
We're gonna take care of you because we love you.
We're gonna
bring
man.
in.
Yeah.
We're gonna bring in your older cousin in here, and we're gonna let you watch for a couple weeks and get us to the playoffs, and we're gonna bring you back in. And then the playoffs gonna come, and they're gonna be like,
we hot. We gotta ride the hot hand.
We hot. We gotta ride the. It's Tom.
You can't mess up the formula now.
It's Tom. If Tom wanna play, bro, all right. If Tom, man, I really wish I could put a bet. Tom will be back. I'm telling you, I just don't see it. I don't see it. The writing's on the wall. It's Miami. He live in Miami. What are you talking about?
Fair enough.
I just don't think it's wise to give Tua the 5th-year option.
They gave him the option.
That's a lot of money. They signed Mike White. It's just a lot of money in the quarterback room.
But
like Tom ain't coming back for like $5 million.
How much is Mike White? How much is Mike White getting though?
4 a year.
He's getting 4 a year. That ain't no money.
That ain't nothing.
No, I'm saying combine that with Tua. I mean, you're paying that room then.
Because what's his? He's 5th year
probably
option.
20 plus something, right?
You're paying that room like what? 20 million? Maybe.
At least.
That ain't nothing.
Yeah, but what I mean is like.
But when you factor in the other deals,
you got to bring Tom in, and then you traded for Ramsey. You got all these other dudes. Tyreek Hill on a $30 million plus contract.
Man, you know how the salary cap work though. We've seen the Rams do it. We've definitely seen the Rams do it.
I don't see what you just said. You ain't say nothing. Like it's
the salary
Tom.
cap fictitious. They said, man.
Hey, I know what he's talking about. It's Tom. That's my guy, but it's Tom. If Tom want to play,
I'm an idiot. You know what? Tua's cap hit ain't bad. It's 9.
How much is it?
It's 23 for the following year.
Oh,
yeah,
that's the 5th year option. I'm an idiot.
Yeah, they definitely ain't tripping.
Okay, I see it. I see it now. I see it now.
Bro,
yeah,
the writing's on the wall, bro. You can see it.
Yeah, with the money like that, Tua, he's the little meme where the little dude sitting in the chair with the room on fire. I'm all right. No, you're not, baby.
Tom would come back he'd come back for like 15 probably too.
But at the same tip, bro, even with that, all the calorie caps and everything you're saying, them boys done traded everything for this team right here.
Yeah.
Oh, and it's even less than I just let on too. It's even less. I think it's even more workable.
They'll never get a team like this again. This is loaded. This is loaded. They got corners. They got D-line.
Yeah.
They got every piece they need in a sense. They got speed in the receivers. They got speed in the running back room. They're all right. The pieces are there. They got a young brain.
They like the second or third best team in the AFC East, for real. Depending on if the Jets get Rodgers, they might be number 2.
They're definitely number 2 in the AFC.
They could be number 2 if Rodgers comes to the Jets. They could compete for number 2, especially if Brady were to come there. It'd be Brady and Rodgers compete for 2 and 3. I'm with you on that. I agree 100%, man.
Man, Buffalo better get tight,
hey,
man.
Bro, hey, shirt off. We ain't tripping. What's up?
It might not make them playoffs.
Hey, shirt off. We ain't tripping. What's up?
Last time I seen Buffalo, they had beef.
Hey, shirt off, man. It's whatever. What's up?
I heard Diggs wanted to go to the Cowboys.
What's up? Hey, man, we ain't tripping, bro. Hey, you know this a quarterback league. It is that simple.
He was on the LeBron podcast talking twice.
That's all good. TG, you, me, and Deke all know that this league is not built on wide receivers. It's built on quarterbacks. Gotta have you one, man.
If he leave, it's a wrap. They got that light-skinned twin back, though. I like on the light-skinned twins back. Oh, my God. I like them.
As long as they got the quarterback, that's all you need. We've seen that model with Baltimore. As long as Lamar there, Baltimore is elite. No Lamar, you be like, Baltimore, a little watered now,
But they still was in the playoffs. He went to the pro. I'm being real.
It sounds good, man. It sounds good. It sounds good.
We gonna have these talks. I would hate to see them boys like. I don't want to say the word struggling, but struggling.
You know how many? I'm trying. Was it 13, 14 wins last year? Like, bro, what are we talking about, man? They not tripping. They got the quarterback.
But last year was supposed to be the year they came super explosive and had that big letdown. Like
no. But think about how the season ended. What happened? It no different. You know when a tragedy happens, it's going to affect you, regardless of how you want to talk about it. They were impacted by it. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that, man.
I get you. The tragedy got him there.
That was at the end. That was at the end. Stop it. Stop it.
Stop it. Why they started believing.
You said Thompson had the upset on lock.
Like, come on,
Skylar Thompson and Dolphins.
Man, I'm telling you, bro, that AFC has gotten crazy. I just don't. Buffalo better tighten up. That Buffalo thing better tighten up. I'm telling you, and I'm with you. I'm with you. I know them.
It's a quarterback league, man. It's a quarterback league.
Everybody got one.
It's a quarterback league, baby.
Who don't have one? Everybody got one.
It's a quarterback league. Buffalo got one. They ain't tripping. Buffalo got one. Definitely not tripping. Do you got that one?
It was a running back league and everybody got one. Now it's a quarterback league and everybody got one.
We're going to see. All quarterbacks aren't created equal. We do know that. You might have a guy that plays quarterback, but is he the quarterback? That's the question.
All right.
Buffalo got one. Buffalo got one. Yeah.
Buffalo got one. Everybody got one. Pittsburgh got one.
There it is.
Everybody got one.
There it is.
Great.
Now, TG, that's how you stamp this thing, man. You gave us that. That's how you come around right there, TG. Shout out to you, man. Boy, you learn well. What they say? Don't make the same mistake twice. I see what you did there. I see what you did. He was like, yo, Pittsburgh got one too. There it is. That's what I'm talking about, man. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about right there, man.
God.
There it is. So with that being said, though, man, we are going to tap in. We're going to chill with this one right here, man, because it's been a vibe. But then, man, we're going to definitely spin the block, man. Do this again, man, like we always do.
Yeah.
But, yeah, man, you done came through and emptied the Draco today, bro. You came through. Yeah. You chose violence today, man. Yeah.
Hey, side note. West Virginia spring practices started up. I'm hearing some real good things down there. The defense is biting. The offense looks good. I heard, the offense is clicked after a year or two. Like, I'm hearing great things. Great things. You hear me?
Hey, you know I'm almost having, baby. Come on now. You ain't got to tell me twice.
Sit on that.
Come on, man.
That. I almost haven't teed up. When them Panthers
take
get in there,
me home.
Week 2.
To the place.
I can't wait.
Right along.
I can't wait. I can't wait. I can't wait. I've been waiting on this for 365 days. I had to wait
Virginia.
Like
Pretty mama.
I can't wait, bro. The beef is on. I don't want to put any energy that week either. Don't try to tap into I hope it's a good bro. Come to Morgantown with that same energy you've been having.
Be home.
You feel me?
Country roads.
You better check the back roads. Like, it's not about to be like that. all I gotta say. That's the end of my role.
Hey, my dog, baby. Let's go. Appreciate you as always, man. All right, bro. Peace.
All right, peace, bro.
Let's go. Let's go. It's only right. It's only right.
He doubled down again by trying to make me concerned for my life if I just go to a football game.
Definitely. Yo, he said, yo.
He said back roads this time.
I'm telling you now, back roads. Dang. You're making me nervous, TG.
Just trying to watch a football game, man. Pitt's my team.
Hey, yo. Yeah, he takes it real to heart right there, man.
Super right. Chats.
Yeah. Let's take. Oh man, it's a 625. God, dog, I love it. All right,
you can blame me because I had a couple of those questions. I didn't think they were gonna go that long.
It's all love. It was just a vibe.
But it was fun.
It was a vibe. I just didn't know it was 6:25. I just looked at the clock like, oh, dang.
Okay, I'll go through these as efficiently as possible.
Hey, we all good. We good. Let's do it.
Mike Code, what's up, fellas? Coach T was at OSU Pro Day today. Could be looking at Jones or Jackson Smith and Jigba.
Yeah, both of them dudes, man. Because for every time we talk Jordan Addison, Jackson Smith and Jigba is very similar in terms of his play, in terms of the hype surrounding him as well. So, yeah. That definitely makes sense. And then when you talk Ohio State, not only Paris Jones, but like Deke brought up earlier, oh my goodness, Paris Johnson, DeJuan Jones, the right tackle over there as well, man. So, it's one of those things, man. We got not options, but technically, I said that wrong. We do have options in terms of who we're looking at that pro day. So, yeah, without a doubt, man.
Farron Bradford, we was real up close with Brise on his pro day. I did hear that
in
too.
Clemson.
Him and Trent Simpson.
Yes, both of them dudes, which makes a lot of sense. And Richard Stone, you're right. The den is getting ready, man. Almost food time.
Eric James says DJ Fluker pickup? ?
Do we pick him up, or he's asking would we pick him up?
Yeah,
DJ. That's a massive, like, super brolic action figure of a dude. I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm kind of cool on DJ right now, personally.
Yeah, I'm good too.
Like I would rather go draft than DJ personally right now. That's yeah.
Q asks, or actually brings up a point here. Historically, Tomlin and the GM don't go West Coast for pro days, but that doesn't mean we won't draft them.
Oh, good call on that. Yeah, like I said,
they don't like traveling that far out.
But I just wonder because of the timing of everybody's pro days, because most of the time it's like random days, right? And back to back. How many schools are you visiting out there where you got prospects versus your mid-tier, like middle part of the country versus East Coast is a lot more where your talent's at typically. Not saying that it's not talent out west, but you catch my drift.
AJ Martinez says TG number 1. AJM Teton, Steelers Girl Barbarian. Shout out.
Did AJ Martinez shout out AJ Martinez?
I think so.
That's what it sounds like. Shout out to AJ Martinez, man. Let's go. And Steelers Girl and the Barbarian. Absolutely, man. Shout out to the squad.
He also shouts out A Nava. Shout out D Brown. Trina Stan Jacob.
Cut 18. Yeah, the gang. Jacob Malacio, Stan Claire, Trina Still Diva, Damon Brown. Gotta shout him out as well. And A Nava. Let's get it.
Also shouts out Pittsburgh Todd 86.
Shout out.
Yeah, AJ Martinez dropping those shout outs.
I like
today.
when we shout out, man. You get a shout out. You get a shout out too.
Richard Arbizo says 5-5 got a free pet cat incentive if he gets 100 tackles or a Pro Bowl.
I hope I don't know if he's a cat person or not. The video doesn't bode well for cats in his life personally, but that was a video.
AJ Martinez says TG #darkness number 1. Let's go Steelers. Let's go 5-5. Let's go.
Let's get it.
So AJ's rooting for old D Bush out in Seattle.
Yeah, man. Like I said, man, we do want to see D Bush do well though, man. Like I feel like he needs it, man.
Richard Arbizo says, hold on, let me pull this up.
Oh, bro, he wild.
Should sign AB will definitely change the culture.
Change the culture is a nice way to put it. Yes.
AJ Martinez giving credit to Stan for the Charlie Murphy darkness.
Ooh, shout out to Charlie Murphy.
AJ Martinez.
Or should I say RIP?
TG coming off the rails of this crazy train. Nice.
I
I don't know where exactly he said that comment, but
It was somewhere in the heart of the craziness, I'm sure of it. Because, that's how I go with TG, bro. It'd be like, all right, where are we going today? Oh, okay, we kind of cool. And sometimes it's like, all right, is it going to like warm up to get crazy? Or does it just start out crazy? Like, where does that happen? But for certain, it always happens, man. It always happens.
Fish Momentum, what's good, guys? Love TG. Hashtag Jack Maurice Myers Jr.
Nah, man, appreciate you, man. Shout out to TG. Shout out to you, and definitely, man, shout out to your family, man, without a doubt. Without a doubt.
I believe that is it. And it is 6:30. Those were the quickest super chat run-throughs we've ever done.
Bro, did you really just efficiently dribble that thing down like that?
Yep.
Well, man, I'm not going to, this is what we say in church, we're not going to preach behind the preacher. So since you just dropped it off like that, man, what we will say is this. Hope y'all enjoyed today's show. Hope y'all enjoyed this week, man. Like I said, man, only 2 shows this week. Me and the fam are traveling. All right. So we will be back, though, in the saddle on Monday, man. Get the show fired up the way that we always do. Couple housekeeping things. Y'all been sending in a ton of mocks. Speaking of mocks, bro, I got to tell you a funny story, too, bro. These mocks are getting crazy. It's not all the way out of control. It's not a pandemic for the mocks just yet. But y'all are going extremely ham with these mocks. Deke, we talk mocks on, what was that, Monday's show? And we say, yo, afterwards you can get a ton of mocks coming in. Not only did we get a ton of mocks, they came in. Not only that, bro, we had people, can't make this up. I had a person hit me up about a cameo on, or about a mock draft on my cameo. I say, yo, y'all like it's not a negative, but it's just like, yo, y'all are really deep in this mock stuff. It's not a negative. I like it. But, bruh, it's a mock situation, man. So we're going to keep these mocks rolling. Probably next week, man, we're going to come back with even more mock reactions for y'all because y'all keep pushing them in. We also updated the website, man, so new mocks up there. And I'm thinking, because we do got somebody behind the scenes that's actually keeping track of all these mocks and who's picking what. Whoever at the end of this thing has the most accurate mock, man, once we get the actual like Steelers draft, maybe we do something for y'all, man. I have to think about it a little bit more, but just thought,
I like that.
Yeah, because everybody wants a chance to play GM. And that's essentially what we're doing with the mocks. So whoever does have the most accurate, all right, if it was 7 picks, if you got 5 out of the 7 right, and the closest person to you was 3 or 4, whatever it was, maybe that be the person that we reward, do something for, feature them and stuff like that, man. Like that. So, just tapping in a little bit. So, like I said, keep tapping in with us, arthurmoats.com or moatswinners@gmail.com when you're submitting all that good stuff. But other than that, I can't think of anything else, right? You got anything else?
Nope.
Is that everything? All right.
We're good.
So, yeah, stay safe. Enjoy your weekends. Make sure you research. And until next time, baby.
Peace.